matters, no license, no insurance, no registration. And the offer in the file here is to plead to failure to display and dismiss the other 2 counts. He would like to speak to you about that. I informed him that he has a right to a trial, and I've given that. And furthermore, if you have some sort of argument you want to make on his behalf, I don't have the city attorney in here right now, but I'll give you as much time as you need to, if that becomes necessary. I'm going to put you 2 in a breakout room, and you can discuss it with Mr. Oak.
Okay.
All right. What about the iPhone here? Who's on the iPhone? Somebody on the iPhone, you want to speak?
Hello?
Yes. You on the iPhone, sir?
Yes, sir.
What's your name, sir? Good morning to you.
DeMarco Lewis.
I don't see him. So let me check. Maybe it's the pay.
You're on the 36th district. You haven't been able to sign on yet.
Right, I'm calling help desk right now.
That's all right. iPad, what's your name, ma'am?
Mary Green.
Mary Green.
That's correct. Mary Louise LaShawn Green.
Good morning, Miss Green. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Very well, thank you. Please mute yourself until we get to you. We're going to get to you as soon as possible.
Okay.
I can't stress the fact that everybody has a right to a trial, and we'll give you a trial date if you need one. Madam Clerk, can we get an updated thing here,
Okay.
please? Good morning, good morning. If y'all can mute yourselves, please, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. How do you do that?
Over to the left is the bottom left corner is an audio button. You can just hit that button, mute, and then when you come back, when I call your name, you can unmute.
Okay.
Mrs. Counselor, what's Mr. Ogle's pleasure?
He wishes to avail himself of the recommendation and tender a plea.
Okay, let's do that. Mr. Ogle, can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Ogle, let me ask you, do you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, Mr. Ogle, let me draw your attention to, what is that date? Let me draw your attention to November 25th of 2019 at around 11:50 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Lenore and West 7 Mile Road. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And on that date, were you asked to provide a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, Mr. Ogle?
No, Your Honor.
And why is that?
My license, I didn't have it with me at the time on my person.
Was it because your license?
It was not valid, but I also did not have it with me on my person.
It was because your license was suspended, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display. I'm going to fine you $240 in the matter, with the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor.
Stipulate, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ogle, I'm going to dismiss the other two matters. I'm going to waive the warrant fees. You're going to be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees in the matter. That's not going to be a part of this order today. That's going to be on your own volition. But keep in mind that you have to pay those reinstatement fees before you can go and you're clear in the 36th District Court. Mr. Ogle, how much time do you need to pay?
What was the amount again, sir?
$240, sir.
I could pay it today.
Okay, I'm going to give you what I'm going to say is July the 19th, just as a control date, sir. If you find yourself in the position where you haven't paid that at least by July 19th, you need to zoom back in, sir, and ask the court for some more time so you don't incur extra penalties and fees. If there's no further questions, Mr. Ogle, you have a very good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Greg Moore.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning. Who do you have?
Randall Lawrence.
Randall Lawrence. Okay. Let me call Mr. Randall Lawrence.
I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Lawrence.
Good morning, sir.
I'm on Zoom court. How may I help you? Okay. Okay, Mr. Walker, in regard to.
You gotta mute yourself, Mrs. Perkins Moore.
Wait, hold on.
All right, Mr. Randall Lawrence. That's with an A instead of an L, an E, huh?
Mr. Lawrence is Mr. Moore's attorney, client.
Okay. All right, I have the city of Detroit versus Randall Pierre Lawrence, case number 14-452830, counts 1, 2, and 3. And case number 14-452831, count 1. Please state your name for the record.
Yes, good morning again, Your Honor. Gregory L. Moore, P3 4437.
Okay.
I'm obtained on behalf of Mr. Lawrence.
Ms. Perkins, more. The conversation back there. What's going on now? All right. Mr. Lawrence, what is, so, Counselor, what, you continue, I'll let you go, you have the floor.
Yes, he has 4 tickets. We're hoping to plead to 1 ticket with no points, dismiss the other 3, and resolve this today. Maybe they'll recommend pleading improper pleading and we'll dismiss 3 or something like that. And my client's prepared to pay today. He posted a $230 bond already.
Got room with him, the attorney himself.
Yes, I think you just wrote their name.
And then I'll put my name in the, All right, I'm trying to, you retain, Counselor? Mr. Moore? Oh, he's in the room. How do I get in there? Is this me here? Now?
Yeah, there you are, so lower left,
Okay,
there he is.
all right. Can everybody hear me? All right, so, Mr. Moore?
Yes, Your Honor. We renew a motion. I make a motion to dismiss because of age, more than 7 years old.
Okay, Mr. Lang, did I call up the cases, correct? Okay. Mr. Lawrence, your counselor has made a motion here to dismiss based on age. These matters are more than 7 years old. Per the memorandum of understanding with the city, I'm going to dismiss these cases.
Thank you.
All right. All right. If there's nothing further, your client, I'm going to waive the warrant fees, but your client is going to be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees, Counselor.
We asked you to apply his $230 bond to those 4 reinstatement fees.
All right, well, here's how the bond works. Everybody can listen to this. If I can only put a request in for the bond to be applied. If I put that request in, then that bond it'll take over a month or more. There's a couple of ways that you can get that done faster, unless he doesn't mind waiting. You can go to online and pay those $45 fees individually. And once you don't owe the court any more money, then it'll come back to him. It's going to take a month or more to come back to him in any form or fashion anyway. Or you can come down to the courthouse and ask the court at the window to apply that bond, and they can immediately do that at the window. Or you can go to the DivDev kiosk or online and pay that $45 fee. So what would your client like us to do?
We can apply.
We can apply. We got numerous other cities we have to go to, so we're a month would be fine because it'll take us at least that long to clear up everything else he has.
All right, can you request in and apply his bond?
Yes, you know.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. All right, if you don't have anything further, you and your client have a great day, Mr. Moore.
Thank you very kindly. Glad to meet you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye, Greg.
Bye, Linda.
Thank you.
Can we get probation down here?
And Judge, I didn't have a chance to say congratulations yet.
I knew that was coming, Miss Perkins.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I knew it. Thank you much. Mr. Lang and anybody else that has a review, I was gonna call you next, but I need probation down here to come and chime in on whether you've completed your obligations and give them the opportunity to speak. So I'm going to go to Counselor Dennis Whitey. You were up here. Good morning, Counselor Moss. Good to see you. Mr. Whitey, you're on for William Lang then, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. I'm here for a review with Mr. Lang.
All right, let's go to Mr. Moss. I know he's got something good for me today. What do you have, Mr. Moss?
Good morning, Judge Perkins. I have Tony Jamel Lee, last name Lee. I haven't spoken with Dante Goss yet this morning. How are you, Your Honor?
I'm very well, thank you. Last name Lee or G? Okay, Lee. Tony Jamel Lee is a formal hearing. I'm going to get the officer. Well, let's see. We do have an officer online. Good morning, officer. Can you state your name for me, please?
Thompson Gianni, the Detroit Police Precinct Department.
Janet?
Officer Gianni.
Gianni?
Gianni.
Okay, good morning, officer. And who are you here on?
Heather Gust.
Okay, all right. You want me to put you and Counselor is waiting, and she's been waiting. I'm going to put you in breakout room. And I don't want to open up all breakout rooms again. Let's see here. I don't want to go into room 3 again. Recreate. I'm going to put in recreate. There we go. I think that's good. Yeah, I made 5, so generally that's not enough. I just never did that. All right. And now, if you want to wait on the attorney, I don't think, is he going to be here today? I don't know if,
What did law say last Friday?
Oh, I don't think he's gonna be here for a couple of days.
yeah, I think he's not going to be here, so we're waiting on a house counsel, so, I mean, we're waiting on a city attorney, so, you guys can speak if you like, if you can work it out. All right, let's move on to,
That's good. That's
Lang. Lang. Lawrence. He was taken care of. Let's go to Carlos Gomez. Mr. Gomez, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor, here I am.
All right, what's going on, Mr. Gomez?
How you doing this morning, Your Honor?
Carlos Gomez.
John, I have an offer here for, oh, wait.
Brady, Geraldine Gardner.
There's an offer here for Gomez, but it doesn't, the only thing it says is Michigan Defense Driving, but they didn't have a recommendation.
Let me see. We're at a disadvantage this morning because we don't have a city attorney yet, and I'm gonna see if we can get one down here as soon as possible, because if there's an ability to further help the people out and advocating on their behalf, I want them to have that opportunity.
Now, Judge, I did receive, the clerk did send me offers, some city offers already.
Yeah, I understand that, but sometimes,
Okay.
sometimes you want to do a little, probably try a little bit better than that.
Okay,
And I
I'm
wanna-
just sitting here, just tell me what you need me to do.
all right. Mr. Gomez, this is another situation. We need the, good morning. We need the city attorney on this matter. Because, Mr. Gomez, what is the offer that you have?
There's nothing written on the offer.
Right,
The only
right.
that's checked
That's
is Michigan Defense Driving.
Yes. Mr. Gomez, did you take the driving course, sir?
Oh, yes, I completed it and I have the certificate here.
All right, so.
The
That's the
Michigan
problem.
Defense Driving Course.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the problem, and he's not here to, and that's what I've been saying, he's not here to avail himself of the offer, to give another offer. Let me see if I can get him on the phone.
Oh, thanks.
Let's go, we have probation here, good morning, and we have Mr. William Lang, Mr. William James Lang. All right. I'm gonna put your matter aside, Mr. Gomez, until we can get some understanding on getting you an offer.
All right. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Let's call the city of Detroit versus William James Lang, case number Z8080781. Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dennis Whitey, P79560, appearing on behalf of Mr. William Lang, who is present by way of Zoom.
Okay.
Judge Ken Sciatti, the assigned probation officer on this case.
All right. So, who would like to go first?
Your Honor, I believe the report will be favorable. We'd recommend that the probation officer go first.
All right.
Judge, that's correct, Judge. This defendant has done extremely well on probation. He was placed on probation on April 13th this year for a probation term of 9 months. The defendant has already complied with all the conditions of probation. The probation department satisfied with this defendant's progress. He paid all his money. He's completed all his classes. He submitted proof of all outstanding tickets. He's went to AA and submitted proof. Did the victims impact panel and submitted proof. Since it's only 3 months into his 9-month term, probation department is recommending a review, perhaps in 3 months for a possible early discharge at this point.
Counselor?
Judge, from our perspective, we believe under MCL 771.3, the court has the authority to discharge my client early. He's been a model probationer. He's complied with all terms in record time, Judge. As I represent many people, this client has really gone out of his way to make sure to comply with the court's orders and to take the matter very seriously and gain everything he can out of everything he was assigned to do. We understand and thank the probation department for their recommendation. We would just request the court to consider potentially releasing him or discharging him from probation today.
Does your client have anything to say at this point?
Mr. Lang, do you have anything to say to the court?
Well, I actually was under the understanding that my sentence was 6 months, but I could be mistaken. I have all I can offer is I've done everything that was required to do. I've learned a lot. I entered this and still carry a lot of remorse in the matter. I actually get a lot. Excuse me, I do take away a lot from the AA meetings I attend. In fact, one of the groups I intend to stick with. So it's almost like a therapy to me, but I would just concede to whatever recommendations the judge had for me. But I appreciate.
What is the most that you've learned from this situation?
But actually, I learned that, and it came from one of your courses that they offered, and even the that in the event that you are going to go out and consume alcohol, that you should already have a plan in place prior to even leaving, so that you have a safe course away, so that you don't drive at all, and just don't put yourself in a bad situation to make poor judgment. But really, a lot of it is just, I see the it's just a nasty reminder that I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm going to work the rest of my life to never make that mistake again.
All right. Based on my reading of the file, hearing the probation officer's analysis of what's gone on in the case, listening to defense counsel's representation about his client, and based on what his client has iterated to the court, I'm going to close this matter up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Mining. Have a great day, and good luck to you in the future, Counselor. Have a good day if you don't have any questions.
I don't, and thank you, Your Honor. And this was my first time before, Your Honor, and congratulations. It's nice.
Thank you, sir.
All
right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You as well.
Your Honor, there's a young lady on the phone who's trying to get in this meeting.
It's not.
Okay, I'm gonna have her try
Judge,
it
can I
again.
approach this?
Certainly.
Thank you.
You can put it on you. Let's continue on. Who has the Counselor O'Rourke?
Yes,
Rookie, what are we doing with your client, Ms. Gitz?
I've spoken to the officer, Your Honor, and we'll work out where my client will be to impeding, reduce charge of impeding traffic, please, Your Honor.
All right, let's call the City of Detroit versus Heather Ann Gist, who lives on my old street. Case number SP 117045991. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Good.
Good to see you. You too. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alana O'Rourke on behalf of Heather Gust.
I apologize for butchering your name, Mrs. Gust. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. I do have a city attorney here now, and Mrs. Gust has a formal hearing. Her and the officer, Mrs. O'Rourke and the officer have worked this out for impeding traffic, and put that on the record if you don't have anything else to chime in on.
Your Honor, good morning. Stephen Morgan on behalf of the City of Detroit. I have not seen the file, and
there's a problem. 6 to 10 over. One, that's the only thing she had.
Who's the officer? That's the only thing she has?
That's all I see.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Officer Gianni,
Yes.
what I just heard is that you want to have this amended to impeding traffic, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, no objection, Your Honor.
Okay, based on that, Mrs. Gus, is that your understanding of what, is she on the line?
No, Judge, I'm sorry. She's actually an attorney and she is on another Zoom hearing right now. I can try and get her back in, but I
Oh,
can
that's
waive
not
her
gonna be
presence.
necessary. Let's take care of this, with you, you wanna make a motion on that, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. Motion to waive my client's presence. I have written authority from her to resolve this matter.
All right, motion granted. Counselor, do you stipulate to making a factual basis, the face of the ticket?
Yes, Judge, for impeding traffic, I do.
And you stipulate the probable cause?
Yes, Your Honor, I do, for impeding.
Okay. It will be, the order of the court to amend this to blocking traffic. I'm gonna fine your client $175. When can your client pay?
By the end of the week, if not today. I've just got to get a hold of her again.
I'm gonna put in July 19th, 2021.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I'm sorry. Congratulations. I didn't say that earlier.
Thank you again, and Officer Gianni, you have a very good day, and you stay safe out there as well.
Thank you so much.
All right. What about your hand raised, Madam DeQuandra iPhone? I see your hand raised. What's your last?
My last name is G. It was having a hard time getting joined in, but I'm here now.
Okay, I got it. All right.
Okay.
Then I have a Galaxy Note 8. Who's on the Galaxy Note 8? You have to unmute yourself first.
It's me, sir, Robert Lawson.
Mr. Lawson, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
And then I have a OnePlus Nord N100. Unmute yourself, please. All right, Mr. Moss, who do you have, Mr. Moss?
Mr. Lee.
And was this a formal hearing as well?
It is.
All right, well, you're gonna let me know when 30 minutes has expired, correct?
Absolutely, Your Honor, I will do that.
Very well. Let's go
Thank
to.
you.
Yeah, and I have an offer on G if you want to put me in a breakout room with her.
I can put you in a breakout room with G. And I got Mr. Morgan here to let us know what he wants to do with this file. I'll discuss it with him first. And I'll tell him what last city attorney was doing with those. So Mr. Gomez has two matters. And the city, Mr. Goss was wanting them to take a driving class. He's got driver's license not required and the 21 to 25 over. He took the driving class. I'm assuming that he's going to provide documentation. He needs an offer. Something that he can live with.
What I normally do is get the Secretary of State and I want to break out room with the defendant and the attorney.
Okay. So
I can log in.
Log in,
I can
please.
Zoom in.
You want the driver's license of, can we get the driver's license thing, Carlos Gomez?
Yes,
You need this?
I do.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have, Mr. Lawson has the trial, that's what we're waiting on. I'm sure Ken is gonna chime in, but I doubt, we're waiting on him. We're waiting on, for Lee.
Miss G is ready to plead, Your Honor.
Ms. G. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus DeQuandra G. Case number SP 1073209, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mrs. G, I'm imagining that you are going to avail yourself to this offer here and allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Is that correct? Where is Mrs. G? Is she still in that breakout room? Can you go get her out that room, please?
Yeah, I told her to leave. Okay, I'll go back.
Mrs. G?
Yes.
You had an opportunity to speak with the defense counsel, and from my understanding, you want to avail yourself to this offer, right?
Yes.
All right, so.
Oh, there she is. Oh, there
Can
she
you get your right hand for me, please? The other right. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Ms. G, you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
That's a very good driving record, by the way. Let's try to make it good.
Okay.
All right, and Ms. G, has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
And you're taking this on your own free will?
Yes, I have.
Okay, Ms. G, let me draw your attention to March the 7th, 2020 at around 2:38 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Joy Road and Mansfield. Did you have an occasion, well, you know, did you own a 2006 silver Chevy? Did you own a 2006 Chevy on that day?
Yes.
All right. And the unfortunate part about these tickets is that all right, and on that day, did you allow someone to drive that vehicle?
Yes.
And you allowed someone to drive that vehicle knowing that they didn't have a valid driver's license?
I didn't know they didn't have a valid license until after I got the ticket.
That's the problem with these tickets, Mrs. Perkins Moore.
Yes.
Now, if we can find if we can establish a factual basis, which we're not going in that direction now, I will allow Ms. G to plead to this ticket under a 3-month delay. I'll take it one step further. I'll dismiss this ticket upon payment of the $240 fine, but we have to get to that point, so I want to rely on your skill and ability to get us there.
Okay, now, Miss G?
Yes.
Now, when you indicated that you allow someone to drive your vehicle, is that correct?
Yes.
And isn't it true that you knew that they didn't have a license when you let them drive?
Yes.
Okay.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm going to accept your plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. That's a 0-point offense. That offense does not abstract. It is a misdemeanor. However, I'm going to offer you a 3-month delay. I said I'd take it one step further than that, and I will dismiss this ticket immediately upon payment. So, Mrs. G, I'm going to fine you $240 in the matter. and here's how it worked. With the stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other matters. Madam Counselor, Madam Counselor Perkins Moore, I need that stipulation of probable cause.
Stipulate, Your Honor, and also she's here for an arraignment and she stands mute and waives a formal reading of the arraignment.
All right, we will waive the formal reading. We'll enter not guilty plea on her behalf, and we will move forward with this agreement here. I'm gonna give you, since I gave you a 3-month delay, Mrs. G, I'm gonna give you till October 11, 2021 to pay this $240. However, I would suggest strongly that you pay this ticket immediately as soon as you can, so that this matter can be dismissed completely. You won't have the misdemeanor on your record. I'm going to waive the warrant fees, and you're going to be required to pay the reinstatement fees.
Okay.
Those fees aren't going to be a part of this matter today, but those reinstatement fees, I see 3 of them, you're going to have to pay before you can go to the Secretary of State and get a license. But if you pay
and I pay them with your court?
You certainly can.
Okay. I can pay those tomorrow.
What about the 240 is what I'm concerned about.
I can pay the 240 and the reinstatement fees all tomorrow.
Good luck to you, Ms. G. If you do that, then that case will be immediately dismissed.
Yes.
And if you don't have any further questions, you have a very good day.
Okay. How much is the total amount I need to pay?
Well,
$240 and the 3 reinstatement fees.
The $45 a piece. That's going to come to a total of $135.
Okay.
That's $375.
Okay, I can pay that tomorrow. So do I pay it online or do I come down to the court and pay it?
You can pay it online. You can pay it at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, and you can definitely come down to the court and pay that. Those will be the best ways to do it.
Okay, that will be paid tomorrow. Thank you.
Very well. Thank you very much. If you don't have any further questions, you have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great day as well.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. This is okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Geraldine Gardner, case numbers SP 4466241, 1546696, counts 1, 2, and 3, and that would be it. Appearance for the record, please.
Linda Perkins Moore, P36136, appearing on behalf of Ms. Gardner, Your Honor.
All right. Mrs.
She wishes to
Gardner,
stand mute and waives a formal reading of the information.
I will waive the formal reading and I will enter not guilty on your behalf, Ms. Gardner. Ms. Gardner, are you there? Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, so you understand that there's an offer here in the file to plead to two counts. 1 count of failure to display and 1 count of amended count of improper place. That failure to display is going to abstract, however, it's a 0-point offense. The improper place will not abstract. That's a 0-point offense too, obviously, because it doesn't abstract. But there's going to be a $240 fine for each one of them. I'll give you some time to pay, and we'll dismiss the other matters. Mrs. Gardner, what would you like to do? You can also have an opportunity to go into a breakout room with Madam Counselor, and you also have a right to a trial. So you tell me what you want to do.
I would like to go into a breakout room.
Okay. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room number 2.
Now,
Okay,
yeah,
thank
I'm
you.
looking at the recommendation, but we have some state matters. Are those the ones you plan on dismissing?
Dismiss the state matters.
Gotcha, okay.
All right. Who has the OnePlus Nord N100? You're on mute. You have to unmute yourself to be heard. We got to get your name to pull your file. If we don't, you're going to be. I have everyone else on that's on the line except for that OnePlus Nord, and I don't think we've spoken at all today. So you have to unmute yourself. All right. All right.
Did she come to the breakout room yet?
Oh, you got to join that breakout room, Ms. Gardner. It should be an icon on your device saying join breakout room.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I don't even see it at all. This is crazy. I don't.
Mr. Lewis, what do we have? Mr. DeMarco Lewis, what were you here?
Yes, sir.
I know you've been here waiting, so what's going on? I don't have your file for some reason. I don't have you on the docket today. Let's see what you
I
have.
had some tickets. I had paid a couple warrants off, and they set me up a Zoom court for today.
Let me see.
The host has opened the breakout room. Please wait to be assigned. I don't even see it.
What you need to do is push that button there.
It's not.
Ms. Gardner, have you joined yet?
Can I ask Mr. Lewis his middle name?
What's your middle name, Mr. Lewis? Yeah.
Marco Lewis.
You have a middle name?
It told me it's open the breakout room,
Lewis,
but I
sorry.
can't be assigned
What?
for some reason. I don't know why.
The port on the 8th. On the other device. You want me to print it up our ways out? Okay.
It won't
Your
let
Honor,
me.
Ms. Gardner is not in the breakout room.
Yeah, Ms. Gardner's having trouble. I'm gonna try to reassign her to another room and see that prompt comes back up. Ms. Gardner, you see that prompt? You have some young kids there to help you with your device? It should be right on the screen right there.
I'm here, but it's telling me I'm waiting to be assigned. Let me.
You gotta push the button. You gotta assign yourself.
I did. I'm trying to.
Oh, well, I don't know what's going on now. All right.
Let me see. I'm trying to do it again.
You're on here twice. Let me kick you off on one of them. Let me kick you off on one.
I don't know why.
Hello, are you there now still?
Okay.
Now, do you see the prompt?
I'm here.
All right, let me do it again, man. You probably now. What about that?
Okay, now I got it.
All right.
It's here now.
Thank you, madam.
Your Honor, this is Prosecutor Morgan.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm looking to go into a breakout room with Carlos Gomez and his attorney.
Carlos Gomez. Who's your attorney, Mr. Gomez? Oh, that would be Mrs. Perkins Moore. Mr. Gomez, wait a minute, and so, oh well, I'll let him go. All right, Mr. Lewis.
Yes, sir.
I see here. There's no offer in this file yet. But one issue that I see is that you pled to, he's got all this stuff going on? Why don't I see it on here?
So he missed his court date on the 8th, and so I guess whoever was in here has the file still.
And when was the date? Last week?
That was Thursday.
She's got a plea, Your Honor.
All right. Very well. Mr. Morgan?
Yes,
Moss.
yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm waiting on, who's counsel for Gomez?
Is that the House Counsel?
Okay, let me put you in a breakout room, the House counsel.
Okay, and Mr. Gomez.
Mr. Gomez is in room 1.
I see him. He's right now. I see him back in.
Mr. Gomez, go into that room now. And Mrs. Perkins Moore.
Go back into,
Go in the room I just assigned you. That's, he's on the,
okay.
This is a case where Mr. Gomez took a, driver responsibility course. That's one thing that they were asking of, and they didn't have an offer in the file. He's supposed to have proof of that course, and he has a very good driving record, so keep that in mind. And now the offer is being made, so it's on you to see if you can get him the best you can do for him.
okay.
All right?
I'm out of here.
All right, Mr. Moss, what do we have? It's not in that file. All right, Mr. Moss. He's not. Oh, I shouldn't have put Stephen Moss in there.
Morgan,
Morgan, I should have put in there.
he's on screen.
Where's Morgan? Where's
The prosecutor Morgan.
Tell Moss to come out
Thank
of
you.
there. Tell Moss to come out of there. Okay. Mrs. Gardner.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Mrs. Gardner, I've given you an opportunity to speak with the city attorney, and from my understanding, you would like to avail yourself to this offer?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mrs. Gardner, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mrs. Gardner, you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes,
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that right to a trial?
yes, I do.
And Mrs. Gardner, has anybody offered you anything other than what's stated in the record?
No.
All right, Mrs. Gardner, I'm gonna draw your attention to, if you can recall way back to September 2nd, 2015, around 12:09 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 7 Mile and John C. Lodge, Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, I did.
On that date, were you asked to provide a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, ma'am?
No, I couldn't.
And why couldn't you do so, ma'am?
At that time, I didn't have them.
It was suspended, ma'am?
They were suspended.
Okay, very well. I'm going to accept your plea to the count of failure to display. I'm going to fine you $240 in that matter. Ma'am, I'm going to draw your attention to the same date and time where you're driving a 2009 Dodge
Journey.
on that day.
Yes.
And on that day, was there something wrong with the plates on that vehicle, or let me back up. Was there any did you have insurance on that vehicle at the time, ma'am?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of improper plates, and I'm going to fine you $200 in that matter. Ma'am, it's going to be a $240 fine. I'm going to dismiss all the other matters. And I'm going to waive the warrant fees in all the matters, and I'm going to make you responsible to pay the reinstatement fee. Ma'am, how much time do you need to pay? That's $240. Keep in mind, what we'll do for Mrs. Gardner as well is on those civil infractions that she has.
Yes, sir.
Let's get her as close as we can to the original amount of the tickets there. We're in default. You have 2 tickets here, one for $258 and one for $228. What I'm going to do is, Ms. Gardner, I'm going to wipe away the late fees and stuff on those tickets to try to get you back to the original amount of the tickets and save you some money. But you keep in mind, you're going to have to pay these amounts to go get a driver's license. So how much time do you need to pay this $480, ma'am?
About 2 weeks.
All right. I'm going to give you until August the 11th, 2021. Man, if you find yourself in the position where you can't get this paid by August the 11th, I would hope you would zoom back in and ask for more time, man, because I don't want to see this get to the point where you have extra penalties and fees attached to that. So if you can get it done in 2 weeks, that's even better. I'm only concerned about the $480. I do see that you have some bonds here, ma'am, and you heard my information about how that bond works. If you come down to the court, ma'am, it will be quicker for you to ask for them to immediately apply those bonds to your tickets, and therefore you can do that. I can ask my clerk to put in a request to apply those bonds. However, that will take some time. Or you can just go pay the tickets online and that bond will be refunded to you at some point.
Okay,
right.
I can come to the court. Yes.
So, ma'am, if there's no further questions, then you have a very good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Judge Perkins, Stephen Moss here.
All right, let's go. This is the city of Detroit versus Tony Jamel Lee, case number SP 1147963, count 1. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, good morning again, Your Honor. Stephen Moss on behalf of the defendant. It is now 9:38. I've been in your virtual courtroom for over an hour, and I don't believe Officer Holt has signed in or is present. So I would then ask a move for this matter to be dismissed.
Okay. All right. Based on that, I am hearing, no, response from Officer Robert Holt or Nicholas Hunt, and it's not seeing them in the room. It is now 9:38. I'm going to dismiss the matter. All right.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
If there's no further questions, Mr. Moss, we'll see you soon. Good luck to you and good luck to your client.
Thank you again, Your Honor. Good to see you.
All right, my pleasure. What do we have, Mr. Lawson? Let's put this on the record as well.
Hello, how you doing, sir?
All right, very well. How are you?
All right, and yourself.
Let's see. Okay. Mr. Lawson, this is the City of Detroit versus Robert Darnell Lawson, case number SP 3779581.
Correct.
Mr. Lawson, today is the date and time set for a trial in this matter. Is calling Officer Daryl Penn, hearing no response, and is not seeing him on the Zoom. It is now 9:40. I'm going to dismiss this matter. However, Mr. Lawson, I do see you have 2 civil infractions that are in default. And I'm going to do the same thing for you as I did for Mrs. Gardner.
Okay.
I'm going to allow you an opportunity to waive the fees on this, the excess fees on this, to see if we can get you as close to the original cost of the tickets as possible. I'm going to waive the warrant fees. That's a loss. And I'm going to hold you responsible to pay the reinstatement fee.
Okay.
Okay, so if there's nothing further, Mr. Lawson, then you have a very good day.
I'm sorry, the reinstatement fees and the other 2 civil infractions. Can you tell me the amount for those 2, please?
My clerk is going to enter those fees in now. Can you give them a dollar amount?
Yes, sir.
The reinstatement fee is going to be $45. That's going to be for one.
Okay.
And then if you just give me a second, give my clerk a second to enter those, to waive those late fees and what have you, any discretionary fees on there for waiving.
Okay. Yeah, this one's 20 and this one is like 46. Let me just make sure.
Your Honor, the prosecutor's still in there with Mr. Gomez writing up an offer. He said he'll come out when he's done. And then I'm ready with Geraldine Gardner's ready to plead.
Miss Geraldine Gardner is gone.
Oh, cool. Okay. Thank you. Anyone else waiting?
I see, I got about a 429 here, Mr. Lawson.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's a total.
Okay. That's including the reinstatement fee as well, sir, right?
That's including everything, yeah.
Okay.
Is it $46,000?
And then 20 off the other.
20 on the other, maybe 4, hold on.
That's good.
Yeah, I just messed it up. 20 off one. I got 423 as a total. As a total.
Just for
Okay.
those 2.
No, that's just those two
Just
plus the
everything?
$45 reinstatement fee for the other.
Oh, okay.
Here's that, Carl.
So I'm going, okay, thanks.
So
Okay.
Go ahead, let me see what you're doing. You can finish your question.
Okay, I'm dismissing that, that's the $50.
Waive the warrant fee.
And then the 45 for the, okay,
Yes.
45. 160, this is minus. Oh my goodness. 28, no, it's 28 off of this one.
So another fee,
And then 276 minus 46.
All right, so I got 415. You keep staying on the line, it might keep getting lower, so.
I'm here. I ain't going away.
I think that's the best we can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And essentially what it's gonna be, don't hold me to that dollar amount, we're trying to do quick, right? But she's gonna wipe away the discretionary fee, the late fee, okay? And, try to get you down to the cheapest we can.
Okay.
And that's what we'll do for those matters. So, you can check it online, but I think that 415 might be a good number.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right, thank you very much. If there's nothing further, you have a great day.
Oh, you two have a blessed one now.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I need for DeMarco Lewis, I need the city attorney in here. What happened to him?
Was he a breakout?
He was in a breakout. He's still talking to Carlos Gomez?
Yes.
What's he got to talk about? Tell him to come on, we got to go.
Okay, I told him.
All right. These people got places to go, people to see, right?
I know.
And Miss Green, and then you're not speaking to me down there with that's riding in the car. I don't know your name.
I don't think she can hear you.
She got the music banging too hard. They need to turn the music down. So, okay. What's Miss Green got going on? What's your middle name, Miss Green?
Louise LaShawn.
Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Mary Louise LaShawn Green, case numbers SP 936444, counts 1, 2, and 3. I would like to know too, and we'll do this moving forward. If they have any other thing, maybe you can run another search because sometimes they don't have the middle names or something like that. And we're gonna try to make it a one-stop shop for everybody. Yeah, as best we can.
Okay.
But I see only 3 matters in front of me today, Mrs. Green, and I have an offer for these 3 matters, and that would be pleading to the improper plate and dismissing the other 2. I'll fine you $240 in the matter, and the improper plate does not abstract to the Secretary of State, so you don't have to worry about any points. It is a misdemeanor, however, and I do have a very competent and established attorney on the line that can inform you any further if you need any more information, or you have a right to a trial in the matter, and you can get that as well. So whatever your pleasure is, ma'am.
How much is the ticket for the improper plate?
$240.
Okay, so I got $600 down in warrants downtown.
Well, it sounds like you got enough to cover it. And the
ticket. I paid 1 ticket during the pandemic, $280. So.
Okay.
You see that?
Not really, but that was let's see. Is that related to this matter?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
I see that. All right. Yeah, I see that. All right. So based on that, then you have a whole lot of money sitting here, and that would take care of. Let me see about your bond. Yeah, that's $200. That's $200, and that's $200. You got, like you said, you have $600 sitting here that will cover the $240 and the reinstatement fees. I'll waive the warrant fees. You let me know what you want to do.
That's fine. That's fine.
Is that fine?
Yeah. You said that'll cover the $240?
Yes, all day long.
And the reinstatement fees. So then anything I need to do to come down there?
Well, the best thing to do would be to come down here and tell them to immediately apply that bond. But don't come down here waiting for some money back, Ms. Green, and yelling at my people down there at the desk, telling them, well, give me my change. I want my change, because
I just
that's
want to be able
gonna come
to
back
get
and
my
fail.
license.
All right,
It don't stop me from getting my license. I just want to get my license. I can wait on the money.
that would be the quickest way to do it. You want to take that offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
What can we do with this number?
Yeah, she can actually call, I can put it in the system, but she can actually talk to someone.
And maybe she doesn't have to come down again?
No, she doesn't have to come down. I'm putting in the system that they can apply, but if she wants to call them.
You learn something new every day, and I'm learning something. Then my clerk has made it a little easier for you. She'll put it in the system, and you can call down here without coming. So I got another weapon in my arsenal for you guys to not have to make that trip down.
Okay.
You want to take this deal, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did we call the case? Yes, we did. Okay, yes, we did. All right, thank you. Mrs. Green, you know you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You know, by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Okay, Mrs. Green, let me draw your attention to
October 3rd, 2018.
October 3rd, the day after my birthday. You were allegedly driving on 2018 at 5:31 or thereabouts p.m. in the city of Detroit on Davison Service Drive in Ewald Circle. Were you driving on that day, ma'am?
Yes.
So now it's not just an allegation, it's a fact, right, ma'am?
Facts.
It's a fact. And were you driving a 2004 on that date, ma'am?
Yes.
That's a fact as well, too, right?
Yes.
Here's Mr. DeMarco Lewis. And on that date, ma'am, that 2004, was there something improper about those plates?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what was improper about those plates, ma'am?
The tag was expired.
Tags were expired, and you knew it too, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Those are all facts, aren't they, ma'am?
All facts. To be
All right,
exact,
based
10
on
months old. 10 months old.
Okay, based on that, you got away with it for a long time, didn't you?
10 months. Going back and forth to work. Yes, I'm guilty.
10 months. Based on that,
Let me
I'm
say
gonna.
this. The officer said I had a good driving record, though. Other than that, I have a good driving record.
What's your driving record look like?
It was clean. It was nothing. It was clean. He let me go.
Mr. Morgan, if her representation is what she says it is about her driving record, would you be willing to amend this offer?
You know, Your Honor, I don't know what I have no background on this matter.
I
don't know what's going on.
I shouldn't have asked you right on the spot like that. Good morning. So we are going to move forward. Your driving record will stay clean. You will have this misdemeanor on your record, though, but it's not the end of the world. I think there's a way in the future that these type of misdemeanors are going to fall off anyway. Yes, you may.
As if I was able. I'm sorry.
Hey, listen, you working, I see that, you ain't sitting there twiddling your thumbs, so we're gonna keep this going. You take as much time as you need, Madam Clerk, and, we will, get this done. And, what we're doing right now, Mrs. Green, is I'm looking up your driving record, and already I'm running out of paper.
Huh?
Yeah, no, it's not that bad, but you are suspended.
Now, yeah, because of these tickets. That's why I paid the $600 in the warrant.
Yeah, but you don't have a, let's not represent that you got a heck of a driving record, because it's not that great.
At the time when I was pulled over, it was.
It wasn't.
It was. I didn't have no ticket.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it.
2018?
2018. So you haven't gotten caught since 2018. That's the last time you got caught driving, right? We already know you've been driving. Okay.
Right.
So then we go back to
2018. We talking about October.
I know that, but then we go back to 2000. You said that you had a good driving record, and when you make that representation, I'm comparing your driving record to Mr. Gomez's driving record, who has nothing.
Oh, well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm 52. I'll be 52 years old. No, I don't have an excellent.
This stuff doesn't stay on your record for the rest of your life, ma'am. It goes back to 2000. Let's see. Let's go through it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. So based on that, the offer is the improper plate, and the other stuff will be dismissed, $240. Okay, we were at the point of you said that the plates were improper. I'm going to accept your plea to the improper plate. I'm going to fine you $240. What is how much? And then you have the bond, right?
Yeah, $600 in bonds. I paid a $280 ticket prior to that, and will this be applied immediately or?
Yeah, with the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I will dismiss the other matters. Ms. Perkins Moore?
Stipulate, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna waive the warrant fees. I'm gonna hold you responsible for the reinstatement fees. And what we'll do is we will put down here, let me write this number down, Ms. Green.
Okay, I'm ready.
313
Uh-huh.
965
Uh-huh.
5228.
5228.
That's the number to the people that are holding your bond. If you have any trouble, what I would suggest is you just come down here and have them enter that bond immediately enter that bond in the computer. And if you don't have anything in any other district, that bond will be applied. You have enough money in there to cover the matters, and you will be cleared here at 36th District Court. Other than that, Ms. Green, if you don't have any further questions, you are going to be free to leave.
Okay, I have no further questions. Congratulations, Your Honor.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And good luck to you, and have a great day.
You do the same. Thank you.
I hope to not see you here in the court unless you come to watch on YouTube, or unless I see you in the city when I see you around town.
Yes, it won't be in here for this. Not no more.
All right, very well.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well. You want Mr. That's Mr. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Carlos Gomez.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Gomez, this is City of Detroit versus Carlos Gomez. Ticket numbers SP 1136384-1 and SP 1136386-1. Appearances for the record, please.
Linda Perkins Moore, appearing on behalf of Mr. Gomez, Your Honor.
All right. And Counselor?
Stephen Morgan on behalf of the city of Detroit.
All right. So, Mr. Gomez, let's talk for a second about this driving course. I think you had some further questions for Mr. Gomez.
No, I think Ms. Gomez has a question for either Ms. Perkins Moore. I am looking, the city is looking for Mr. Gomez to go ahead and get his license as soon as possible.
Mr. Gomez, when can that be done?
From this point on, I'd say just about any time. I really had waited because I was trying to get this court situation here resolved before I proceeded doing anything further.
I don't think this had any effect. Does this have any effect on his license?
I didn't see anything on the Secretary of State right now, so he can probably go back and talk to the Secretary of State.
You never had a license, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Why does it say expired? It says,
Well, his Secretary of State, Your Honor?
yeah, it says his ID status valid, but NCL status expired, and he doesn't have a CDL.
NCL.
So all you have is a state identification.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Gomez, what's going on with driving 21 miles an hour over and on what is that, on Gratiot, or where were you? On Gratiot or Sylvester? Where were you?
Yeah, that was Gratiot. That was that day I was halfway down, like on my way downtown, and there was a there was a white Equinox like next to me and everything like that, and you
were racing the Equinox?
No, we weren't necessarily racing. There was we were both like there were some cars around me, not a lot, but I would say the Equinox included as one of them.
Stop.
Yeah.
Why are you driving 21 to 25 miles an hour over? I can understand on the freeway, but on Gratiot, why?
The car that I was.
Does not include anybody else in this. Why are you doing that?
Well, that was necessarily in, trying to ultimately get past another vehicle that wasn't going, just as much as the speed limit as, others around, like as it was posted.
So you're trying to get around another car for speeding, right? Because you want to, some reason you're in such a hurry that you got to get in front of this car when you could have just slowed down and got over and got behind this car. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So is this sort of like a race to the next light, or a race to get in front of somebody just because you want to get in front of them, or what is it?
Well, I was trying to complete a turn that was, on their end, and
so you could have slowed down, right?
Yeah, sure.
And done that a lot safer, right?
Yes, sure.
All right. I mean, what I'm getting at is, we have to start being a little more courteous to other drivers. Sometimes I have my blinker on, and some people will rush up just so that they can't get in front of me. And I can't understand it. It's like I'm putting my blinker on to let you know I need to get over. I'm not just trying to get over just to get in front of you because I want to be in front of you or whoever's the driver. But let's start being a little more cognizant that other cars on the road, that driver probably didn't want you to get in front of them for whatever reason. and you were just not gonna lose that battle. Is that correct?
Yeah, from those actions, yes, Your Honor.
And it doesn't make much sense when you sit back on it and you reflect on it right now, does it?
Not at all, Your Honor. No.
And you don't even have a driver's license. You're not even supposed to be on the road, right?
No, Your Honor.
So when you look at it, why draw that kind of? First of all, I won't even talk about why drive because you've been doing that obviously. But why draw that extra attention to yourself for something so minor?
I say just irresponsibility.
That's all I can say. Based on that, Mr. Gomez, the offer here is to dismiss both of the matters. I'm kind of hesitant to do that because I would like to see you have your driver's license first, but I'm not going to interfere with that, and I'm going to dismiss the matters. I won't have jurisdiction anymore over you, but I expect within the next 30 days, I want to see you zoom in and show me a valid driver's license, or at very least, zoom in and tell me what's going on with your license and the status. You may not be able to get it in 30 days because there's a lot of stuff going on. You probably got to take driver's training and stuff. But I would think that 30 days you can come up with with something that you've done if you don't have a license already, and let the court know what's going on with that. All right?
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah.
Is that fair, Mr.? And this is not something that you're going to be obligated to do because once I dismiss the matters, I won't have jurisdiction over you anymore. But this is something that I would hope you would do and see where you're at.
Yes, Your Honor. So from here, you would like for me to try to apply and get my license? Or
Definitely. I would like for you to stop driving, use public transportation or Lyft or Uber or something of that matter, or ask somebody to give you a ride. But I would like for you to get a license as soon as possible. And I would like for you to zoom back in within 30 days to let us know where you are on that quest.
So from here, is there like a specific date? Well, I know you said 30 days, but would you, because before you guys had sent me a card and everything with the posted time that you wanted me to return.
It's not going to be any. It's not going to be anything other. It's not going to be anything other than your word, Mr. Gomez. That's all it's going to be. Your cases are going to be dismissed. You're going to be free unless you have some other stuff in other jurisdictions. You're going to be free to go get that driver's license. There's nothing going to be but your word today.
Oh, yes, sure. So from here, okay, I got it.
So any other questions?
So basically, just want to, final foremost and everything, just from here, just obtain, try to obtain my license and then report back in 30 days, right?
Yes, and let us know where you are in that.
Okay, all right, I got it. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll look into the future and hopefully I'll see you, but if not, have a very good day.
Thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Lewis.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you. I appreciate your patience.
Yes, sir.
All right, and there is an offer here. Let me call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus DeMarco Lamont Lewis. Did we have a file for him? Did he take that file forward? This is case number. It's a warrant out for one of the cases. These are case numbers. SP 108977 520-482-1941, 155, strike that, 154425701, 145021531, and SP 11125141. And then we have issue with the warrant out 09. Let me make sure this is you. (09) 5133691. Appearance for the record, please.
Linda Perkins Moore, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
Okay. So, first of all, for the tickets at hand,
I'll call you back.
all right, there's a very, what I would think, a favorable offer here, Mr. Lewis, in the pleading to the driving while license suspended. This is a repeat offender. And to dismiss all the other matters. I'm gonna say this, I don't know what your driving record is like, but I can only imagine that it's not good.
It isn't.
Yeah, all right. And I don't know how far you are away from getting a license, but if he repleads to this repeat offender driving while license suspended, what is going to be the implication for Mr. Lewis in that regard, if you know, Ms. Perkins Moore?
No, I don't.
I know that it's going to cause another delay, and I think it's going to be significant delay instead of the failure to display. So you also have this drunk driving case that you pled to way back in 2014, but you never.
See, sir, Your Honor, this what happened. I wasn't drink driving. I was in a car with a friend. They had open liquor in the car. They were drinking, and the officer who put us over, he said, "Are you the only sober one in the car?" And I said, "Yeah." He told me to drive, and then he gave me open alcohol in the car.
I know that, but the problem, I don't know that. I don't know that.
I know I did plead guilty to it because I was trying to get it out the way and get all my license and stuff together because, like, I'm tired of like just driving with no license and all that. Like, I was just tired of it, so I'm really ready to get everything together. And they said that was like one of the main things that was stopping me from getting my license.
Plus this other stuff though. So here's the situation on that. Oh, that's driving. Oh, so that's not even an open alcohol. That's a no ops ticket. Failure to display a valid driver's license. So he didn't give you a ticket for any alcohol related thing. He gave you a ticket for failure to display a valid driver's license. And I don't know what went on with that. But let's deal with the warrant first.
Okay.
Madam?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Should I get?
Let's see what he's got on this 095133. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay, you're.
095133. 33691. I don't know what kind of discretionary fees he has.
Oh, he spelled his name.
And I don't understand why that doesn't come.
Because his name is spelled
Yeah.
different. J. Next, tomorrow I'll be there. Tomorrow.
No, I got this. Well, I can put this with us. But what I would like to know is what type of discretionary fees have been added to that ticket. This ticket here. So what type, because he's already pledged, we can't do anything about that.
Oh, okay, just take a fees off.
Wait, what kind of fees can we
Oh, okay, Your Honor.
take off? All right, based on that, my clerk is looking at the discretionary fees. That's what I can help you out with today on that ticket. Because it seems like it's ballooned to a lot of money.
Yeah, let's see, the $71.
And the warrant cost.
And the warrant is 50. Where is it? Warrant 50.
Those are the two things we can take off.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I can save you $121 on that ticket. But you have this other matter, I'm gonna fine you $240 in this matter. And I am going to give you time to pay if you need to. And I will also amend this other ticket to a failure to display instead of the driving while license suspended repeat offender. $240 fine. That will lessen the suspension greatly. I think the failure to display is going to be an automatic 30-day suspension. But that 30 days will give you time to pay off this stuff. And I don't know what you have going on in other jurisdictions. But you got some other tickets that you didn't pay here as well, too. You just don't pay, Mr. Lewis.
I wasn't in a position to really handle it right now. I'm able, so I'm trying to take care of everything that, you know what I'm saying, all my business. So that's why I set them up, because I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying, start paying. I ain't have it.
You come on now. Let's not go there. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Lewis? I'll go in that closet right now. I'll see the latest shoes. I'll see the latest gear. I'll see that. You know what my father used to say?
You heard me just switch it up. I said I wasn't ready. I'm ready now. I wasn't ready. I ain't gonna say I didn't have it. I wasn't ready. I'm ready now.
Fair enough. You got me there. You got me there. But you know what my father used to say? Hey, people buy what they want and beg for what they need.
What they need.
That's the truth, man. That's the truth.
So and you got me there. You said that you weren't ready, and I took it one way, but you meant it another way, right?
Yes, sir.
See?
Yes, sir.
And I'm a lawyer. I should know better than that, then, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So raise your right hand, Mr. Lewis, if you want to take this deal.
Yes.
All right. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. You can put your hand down. Do you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this deal here, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
I want a cup of coffee so bad.
Well, I can't help you with that, sir. Mr. Ida, is this Ida Jackson?
Yes.
Who wants a cup of coffee?
Wayne Grice.
Oh, Wayne Grice. I can't help you.
I'm sorry, sir, I'm pastor. I didn't know it was up from mute. Please forgive the
All
court.
right, very well, Mr. Grice. We need Wayne Grice's file. And Ida Jackson. Mrs. Jackson, I don't know what you're doing in here.
Well, they gave me the number.
All right, we'll try to look you up. Just give me a minute. All right,
Okay.
Mr. Lewis, you understand that by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial, correct?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me draw your attention, Mr. Lewis, to what is that, August the 8th, 2020 at around 1:48 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Outer Drive and Minnock. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by Detroit police on that day?
Yes, sir.
And on that day, did the Detroit police officer ask you on that day to provide a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't do so, could you, Mr. Lewis?
No, sir.
And why is that?
Because I didn't have any license.
All right. I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display. Mr. Lewis, with the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'm going to dismiss the other matters.
Stipulate, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Lewis, I'm going to waive the warrant fees. I'm going to hold you responsible for the reinstatement fees. And Mr. Lewis, before I do anything else, you heard me tell the other people that I would get them back to the original cost of try to get them as close as I can to the original cost of the other tickets that they had that were in default. Let me see
Yes,
this.
sir.
I'm gonna, oh man. All right, let's do this. You have a related civil infraction that, again, I don't get it. It's an allegation that you're driving 26 to 30 mile an hour over 65 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone. That's the allegation, right? So, Mr. Lewis, I'm gonna ask you this. Outer Drive in Minnock is houses on that street, right?
Yes, sir.
At August 8th, 2020, there's kids out there and people out there walking around, correct?
Yes, sir.
Why, Mr. Lewis?
I had just got a new car. I was in a good mood, so it's no reason. It's no reason. I was in the wrong. I was in the wrong. It was no reason to be going that fast.
What kind of car is this? A Dodge Challenger or Charger or something?
Yes, it was a Dodge Challenger.
And do you still have that vehicle?
No, I got rid of it. It was causing me too many problems.
But Mr. Lewis, you see what I'm saying? What happens? This is a speeding ticket, right? So
yes.
It's really not the end of the world, right? And you'll get through this. But what if you hit a kid?
I wouldn't have got through it. I would have had to live for that with the rest of my life. So.
And then let me ask you this: what if somebody else is driving down Minnock and Outer Drive, and they hit? You got kids, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And what if they hit and killed your kid?
It was just real. It was real selfish of me. It was real selfish.
All right. I mean, I can't iterate and I'm not gonna sit here and say I haven't done it. When I was your age, I got a ticket for driving down Larner about this speed. And the cop pulled me over and he told me, he says, you know, I'm not gonna tell you the speed, but don't do it on the top street. Go on the freeway. That's where I'm not gonna say speed, but go on the freeway where at least there's no kids out there trying to play or people trying to walk and enjoy their neighborhood. Because at the very least, even if your kid doesn't get hit, if they're driving down your street 65 in a 35-mile-an-hour zone, you're gonna be pissed.
Yes, sir. You're right. You're right.
Mrs. Perkins Moore, I'm gonna do this one thing for Mr. Lewis. Based on this ticket, and I'm not doing it particularly for Mr. Lewis because I've done it for everybody. I understand that these tickets had during the pandemic. I don't know why they don't roll a lot. I know that Mr. Lewis never did take care of it, but I'm still gonna allow you to make a motion to set aside this default.
Motion to set aside default, Your Honor.
I'm gonna grant that motion, and I'm going to do this against my better judgment. I'm going to allow Mr. Lewis to plead responsible to a blocking traffic. That's gonna be another $175 fine.
Okay.
Is that what you want to plead to that, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, sir.
That's a 0-point offense that is cheaper than the $270 that they have on here. That will take care of that matter whenever you pay it. All right. So based on that, all the other matters are going to be dismissed, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the onus on you. The other matters that I told the other people that had default judgments to see if we can get them down to a lower amount or something of that nature, I allow, wait a minute. Oh, you got other things that you haven't taken care of as well. Okay. I've told them that I would bring the cost down to as low as I can. I'm going to stop right here with you, and I'm going to see if you're really ready to take care of these matters and you pay them off. It might not be much I can save you, but if you do, if you come in here and you pay those other matters off completely, then you just zoom in and we'll pull your file and we'll entertain writing some of the other discretionary fees away.
How much is those other matters? I can take care of them this week.
All right. Well, let's say this. You have an open-end talks that you pled to, that I'm sure that you were probably the driver on, or I don't know, it says open-end talks passenger, that you owe $116 on. I don't know if there's any late fees on here. There's that big one of $416 for that driving while licensed operator's license. You have expired plates in the amount of $216, no insurance in the amount of $276, driving or disregarding a red signal in the amount of $210, no registration in the amount of $180. Well, that's not you. Oh, a no operator's license that you pled to way back in 09 that you owe $295 on. So I don't know if you're flush with cash like that or what your financial situation is.
How much is it all together?
Oh, thousands. I count. Just looking at it as 5, 8, 12, 13. Let's see, 15. At least $2,000.
Say at least 2,000.
Yes.
All right. can I bring you down there by like, can you give me like a week or two? I have it down there by like.
What I'm gonna do, what I said I would do is this, will you make a good faith effort? And all I'm asking you to do, write these numbers down.
Okay. I'm about to write them down. What's the numbers, Your Honor?
SP, remember that as in Sean Perkins.
Yes.
108 977
977
41. Hey, look here, sir, in the bottom right corner, you sign off until you get some clothes on. Then let's go to SP.
You said
108 SP, as in Sean Perkins again.
Yeah.
108
108
97751.
97751.
Yes, that's the 240 and the 195.
Yes.
Pay those in its entirety, and as soon as you get those paid in, zoom back in, and we'll see if we can help you on the other fines and costs by waiving some of those fees. I've gone further than I would normally go with you, Mr. Lewis, but
I appreciate it.
But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go any further right now. You're going to have to make a move, and it's going to be your move to get these paid off. And you said what? How long before you can pay those two off? That's 240. That's 285 plus 175 next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. July 19th, 2021. Madam Clerk, let's hold on to this file. Let's see if Mr. Lewis zoom back in next week on July 19th. You can bring a receipt, or we'll already know whether you paid it or not. And then once you put that, we will go from there. Okay.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna order you to zoom back in on July 19th for a review.
July 19th.
Yeah, so that's something you have to do. That's not something that you have discretion like Mr. The other gentleman, Mr. Gomez. So you have to zoom back in on the 19th. All right.
What time would you want me to be in?
9 a.m. is fine.
Perfect. I'll be here.
Or thereabouts. Just make sure you had that payment on there.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate it. And if there's nothing further, Mr. Lewis, you be safe. Good luck to you. I'll see you next week.
All right, have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Who's on the iPhone there?
This is James Gibbs.
Gibbs?
Yes.
All right. So Mr. Grice, and then the person that's in that car, the young lady up there, you have to unmute yourself, ma'am. I know you've been waiting around a while, but I can't. Let me see if I can send her a message. That may work. All right. So we need probation down here. Well, let me see if we even need probation to Mr. Grice. Let's see if we've done what we're supposed to do. Pastor Grice, is that correct?
No, Your Honor, I am Pastor Toddy. The probationer is Wayne Grice. Mr. Grice has a disability. He's able to read, and so I help him out. I'm his pastor. And as I sent a message, I've been helping him ever since this has happened with not Your Honor's court, but in Judge Hughes's court. But he's completed everything he needs to do, and he was scheduled for a review this morning with probation, a Mr. Scott. However, when he came to the court, and the instructions tell him to show up at the court, he wasn't able to get in. He was told to contact Mr. Scott and have him come down. However, we left a couple of messages on the number that was given and still no response. And he just wants to remain compliant and do what the court is asking to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. What's your name, Pastor?
Totty, Totty. And if you have any people in your court who need to do work, they can come right here to our church. We're on Joy Road in Southfield, helping people, giving people an opportunity. We have plenty of work for them as well.
I'm sure you do, and I might take you up on that myself, Pastor.
Please do.
Keep in touch. What I will say to you, Pastor, we're going to call the probation department to get an update from them and allow them to be heard from Mr. Grice. I will say this, I appreciate what you're doing for Mr. Grice, and I'm sure for other people in the community. What I will say to you, and you can pass this on to people in your congregation and to people that you know out in the world, is that if there anybody with the last name starting with G, L, or O, Pastor, I will allow them to zoom into our courtroom if they have a driver's license issue. What our mission here is we're trying to get people back on the road legally, and we're trying to make it as reasonable as possible. So if you have anybody in your congregation, or if you know any people in the neighborhood that come through your congregation, or if they're friends or families of members of your people in your congregation that have people that need to get their driver's license squared away with the beginning letters of G, L, and O, I will allow them to zoom in. I would ask them that they mention your name, and I will make a record of that, and we will try our best to do what we can to assist them in that regard.
That's good, perfect. That's the whole mission. Right. Lisa Green, I've been working with Lisa Green,
yes,
yeah, Green. So she knows me well.
All right, very well. So let's wait. I'm going to hold this matter off until we get probation down here to speak. And then we're going to look at, I can't look at Mrs. I don't know that person's name on the 1+ note. I do see that she's been on here a while, but Mr. Gibbs has his information all set. So we're going to move on to Mr. Gibbs and see what we can do to help him in his quest to take care of his matters today. Mr. Gibbs.
Yes, sir.
Why are you so late coming into my courtroom today?
My paperwork didn't have a Zoom meeting on. I had to sit on the phone an hour to get the Zoom meeting number.
That's a good excuse, Mr. Gibbs. All right. I have the city of Detroit versus James Zachary Gibbs. Case numbers 1621483, counts 1 and counts 2. Mr. Gibbs, there is an offer here in the file for you to plead to. Let me ask you, it's a 2016 matter, Mr. Gibbs, so it's been sitting out for quite some time. But there's an offer here in the file to plead to improper plates. We'll dismiss the other matter. I don't know, can we find out if Mr. Gibbs has anything else in the case? We're going to check and see if you have anything out there that you may or may not know about, so we can make it a one-stop shop for you, Mr. Gibbs. But if you plead to this matter, it'll be $240 fine. I'll give you time to pay. It's a 0-point offense. It does not even abstract to the Secretary of State. However, it is a misdemeanor. And I'll waive the warrant costs, and I'll be fully responsible for the reinstatement fee of $45.
He only has the 2 matters, Your Honor.
Thank you. So that seems like all you have. You'll be clear here in the 36th District Court. If you want to take this offer and pay the fines, you'll be cleared in 36th District Court, but keep in mind, you do have a right to a trial in this matter. I don't know if Officer Jenkins, badge number 165, still works for the Detroit Police Department, but that would be the offer today. You can speak to Mrs. Attorney Perkins Moore if you want some more information on that, or we can take the deal.
We could just, we could take care of this matter right now. I'll plead guilty.
Raise your right hand, Mr. Gibbs. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down, Mr. Gibbs. Mr. Gibbs, do you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes, sir.
And you understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Does anybody offer you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No, sir.
You're taking this on your own free will?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Gibbs, let me draw your attention all the way back to whoa. No. This will be September 8th, 2016 at around 4:15 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Livernois and Oakland Boulevard. Did you have an occasion, were you driving a 2002 Chevy on that day?
2016 Chevy, yeah.
No, it says 2002 Chevy. You were driving a brand new Chevy on that day?
Yes, 2000. It was 2016 Chevy. What? No, yeah, 2016 Chevy. No, well, 2014. I'm sorry, 2014 Chevy Cruze.
I have a 2002 Chevy. I don't have a vehicle number for that car. Was it silver in color?
Yes.
This is Perkins Moore. I have what it looks like here is it looks like it was a 02 Chevy, but it's an attempt to, it looks like on the face of the ticket that it was an attempt to put a 1-2 silver Chevy, a 2012 silver Chevy. It looks like here that also, it looks like by reading the face of this ticket, let's see. By reading the face of this ticket, it looks like that on September the 8th, 2016, that it's alleged that the plate number DFS 4273 says 2017. So Mrs. Perkins Moore, do you
Yeah, yeah, I would present a motion to dismiss, Your Honor, based on the inaccuracy of the ticket.
Can we get the city attorney down here so they can respond to that? I thought I had his cell phone number. Can we get him down here, please?
Yes, I'll go find
do is we're gonna wait. Yeah, I want you to understand what's going on. You understand what's going on here, Mr. Gibbs?
Slightly.
All right, if you need some, better understanding, I can put you in a breakout with your attorney, Perkins Moore.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
If you need better understanding, I can put you in the breakout room with attorney Perkins Moore.
Yes.
All right, I'll do that.
Excuse me, I'm trying to make sure I'm in the right courtroom. My name is Latrice Thomas, and I'm looking at my paperwork, and it says virtual hearing 360-431-0000, and
431, you're in the wrong courtroom, man. We've been trying to get in touch with you, and so you can turn on your audio for the longest, and you haven't done so. You got to call. You dial 434. You got to go hang up and dial 431.
okay, thank you, I appreciate that.
If you have a problem, have the clerk call me. I can let them know you've been in here waiting, but you didn't have your phone unmuted, so we couldn't. And I sent you a note, so we couldn't make contact with you. Ms. Perkins, all right. Ms. Perkins, Moore, can you go in that room and discuss what's going on, and Mr. Gibbs?
They told you to unmute it. Yeah. So they can talk to you. Yeah, I couldn't hear. I gotta leave. Okay.
Mr. Lyleton. I don't see. He's out of here too. Oh, yeah. So all we have is Mr. Bryce, and as soon as we hear from probation, we can get him
The
to
person,
where.
is his name Wayne, the defendant?
Yes, Wayne Grace.
Okay.
Mr. Toddy is Pastor Toddy on the line.
And Scott is the officer.
Yeah, we need the probation or P.O. Scott. I have an iPhone. Well, that's Mr. Gibbs. Let's check back in. All right, that's good. All right, so we're gonna wait on the city attorney, Mr. Gibbs, to give us some input. There's a motion on the before the court to dismiss based on the inaccuracies or the alleged inaccuracies of the ticket. And I'm going to give the city attorney an opportunity to respond to that, and then I'll make a ruling on the motion based on having both parties an opportunity to be heard.
Okay.
Now, Mrs. Perkins Moore.
Yes, Your Honor.
You know, I know your client doesn't have to prove anything. It's on the people to prove their case. But I don't know if your client has any information regarding that vehicle still and the year that vehicle was or is. If he does have that information, then I would suspect that would go a long way in helping him to defend himself in the matter. I do understand that have to provide any information, and he doesn't have to answer that question, whether he has it or not. I do understand that it's the people's burden to prove him guilty beyond original doubt on their, because it's them that has the burden, but maybe you may want to talk to him about that.
Okay.
That's just a suggestion.
Can we go back to the breakout room so I can talk to you?
Sure.
I think you just go in and assign, it's already assigned to you, so you can just join it again.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Lyleton.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Why are you so late?
Actually, you had told me to tap in whenever I had got done completing that driver's course. So I just tapped in today. I completed it about a week and a half ago, but I just tapped in today just to let you know everything's done to pay them fines.
Okay, great.
Okay.
What was said about the offer, if you remember?
Excuse me?
What was the offer? Do you remember what the offer was gonna be if you completed the thing?
Yes, I was just to pay about 300 and something, and everything would be dismissed.
Let's see, can we pull up, is there any kind of way we can get Lyleton, Derek D'Artes, Lyleton's file? If he's not up for today, it was a matter of, I can give you a date if that helps you.
Oh, okay. He was here on what day?
He was here on scheduled for review on 2002. He was arraigned on June the 1st, I think. Let me check the other matters to see if we have more information on that. Arraignment June the 1st.
Okay. He should be on the docket for the, let me just check.
He should be on the docket.
Your Honor?
09. Yes.
He indicates that it was a 2012 vehicle, and I think you indicated that they tried to make that adjustment on there.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll stipulate to the fact that it was a 2012 vehicle.
All right, based on that, but there's another issue that I don't know if you're looking at you don't have, and that could very well be but there's another issue here, and I don't know if you have it in front of you, that there is a
I guess the correct spelling to his name.
Lyleton, Lileton, Derek, 2 R's, Derrick.
Okay, thank you.
The other issue is that he's being issued a citation for an unregistered, untitled vehicle. But on the face of the ticket here, it's essentially saying that the vehicle was registered at the time, or at least it had a 2017 tab on it. I don't know. Seems like a vice wrote this ticket. I'd be fully Mr. Gibbs's right to set a trial date.
And that's what we plan to do, Your Honor, to set it for trial.
Yes, I'm sorry, y'all. I was gonna wait till you finished. He's on a Zoom call in another courtroom. There's Perkins.
Yeah, Your Honor, we can just set it for trial, bench trial.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Mr. Morgan, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Stephen Morgan on behalf of the city of Detroit.
All right. Well, we're here with James Zachary Gibbs. There's a motion on the table to dismiss this matter based on some alleged inaccuracies of the ticket on its face. And it is alleged that Mr. Gibbs in September 8th of 2016 at around 4:15 p.m. was driving what, first of all, is a 2012 Chevy. On the ticket, I see that it was it was written like 2002, but it was an effort to seemingly amend that to 2012. On the ROA here, it has 2002, but on the face of the ticket, it has that sort of what looks like an amendment to that. There's a stipulation that it was a 2012 Chevy. However, it also is an unregistered untitled, but on the face of the ticket, it has what appears to be proper registration. In that it says 2017 with the particular plate number. I don't know if that's, I don't know what the allegations are. And I was giving you an opportunity to respond. It's like I say, it's a motion on the table to, thank you, Madam Clerk, there's a motion on the table to dismiss based on some of the alleged inaccuracies in the
Okay, Your Honor, my first response to that would be that there's a VIN number here that's identified on this ticket, which would accurately identify the vehicle. And if there's something that's inaccurate on the register of actions, that would not be fatal because we have the original ticket here with officer's signature. And if there is any kind of a registration, I mean, we can pull the information up on this vehicle at this point. I'm not sure if it's up for trial today or not.
It's not up for trial today. I think the vehicle really is not in question based on the stipulation. Is that correct, Mrs. Perkins Moore?
Correct, Your Honor.
I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, the only thing that's up at this point is the fact that it appears that on the ticket, it seems like the officer says that the vehicle was titled up until 2017. If I don't know if you see that on the ticket.
The vehicle plate number and the year, it says year 17.
And the ticket was written in 2016. So is there any kind of is that let me ask this question. Is that representation saying that the vehicle was actually registered through 2017?
I don't know that to be the case. That's what that means when that, it says vehicle plate number. But
Mrs.
Let's do this, Your Honor. So we got two charges here for this individual. Does Mr. James Zachary Gibbs Jr. have any other matters that have not been addressed? I mean, that are still open?
I don't appear. Can we look up Mr. James Zachary Gibbs by his driver's license number and see if he has any other? Only thing the court sees in front of me is the two matters.
That's it?
They're 2016 matters. Now, Madam Clerk has looked his name up a different way to get a more comprehensive understanding of Mr. Gibbs' stuff.
So, may I ask Mr. Gibbs a question, if he has any other tickets that he's aware of?
No, I paid every other ticket.
You paid up on all your other tickets, sir?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to get your license?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when are you gonna do that?
As soon as possible.
I mean, if that could be tomorrow, would you go ahead and try to get it?
Yes, sir. I'm currently out of town right now. I would try to get my license. I would be able to get it. I'll come back in Wednesday. So
Let me
I'll be able
ask
to.
you this. Let me ask you this, Mr. Gibbs. Based on the fact that you understand that you're out of town, I don't know what the city attorney wants to do with this matter, but if the city attorney is inclined to dismiss the matter and I waive the warrant fees, can you pay those reinstatement fees today?
Yes.
$45 a piece online?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, then, Your Honor, that's what the people are gonna do. People are going to offer to dismiss these two matters for Mr. Gibbs, and so that he can move forward as the court has suggested.
Okay. Based on that, Mr. Gibbs, the city attorney is giving you a gift to this day. And thank your counsel for doing a good job and making sure that she dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's for you, and that she recognized these issues. We're going to dismiss the matters, Mr. Gibbs. I'm going to order you to pay those reinstatement fees. I don't have any jurisdiction or any time frame that I can order you to pay them in. It's just going to be something that I'm going to take your word for, that you're going to go online today after my clerk enters in this information, which should be, how long?
10 minutes or so.
10 minutes or so. Give her 30 minutes. Because she's doing a lot of stuff right now. And going to dismiss both the matters. We called the cases, didn't we? We're going to dismiss both the matters, waive the warrant fees, and hold you responsible for the reinstatement fees that you have iterated that you will pay today.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a safe trip, Mr. Gibbs. If you have any questions, then please ask them now. If not, you have a very good day.
So you're just saying just wait. So should I just wait like an hour to pay it? I'll just wait an hour.
Well, you should give her 10 minutes. She's not in there right now.
Okay.
And pull out that credit card and pay that $90.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Very well. If there's no further questions, then you have a great day and have a safe travels on your way back home.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm still waiting on Pastor Toddy and Mr. Grice on the probation to come in. And I have a person that's Mr. Lyleton. Okay, here's Mr. Lyleton. Now here's the deal, Mr. Morgan.
Yes.
Mr. Lyleton is another gentleman that we asked to take a defensive driving course. And I told Mr. Lyleton that as soon as he gets finished taking that course, he can zoom back in. Apparently, he has proof of taking that course. I can put you in a breakout room with Mr. Lyleton and Mrs. Perkins Moore to discuss what type of resolution you're going to come to. But obviously, he's done what he was required to do to get us to this point, and it would be on you to take it a step further and afford Mr. Lyleton something that he can live with for now.
You have a Secretary of State with that as well.
Yeah, and can we get a Secretary of State with that, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
What we have here,
I'm sorry, which ticket is that?
here it is.
Oh. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Just make sure if all of these matters are up in front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matters. I have in front of me 1, 2, and I just printed out 1, 3. And then 4 matters, so we need another one for also. That's gonna be that. Ma'am, what's your name with the Galaxy A10e?
Patrice Gross.
Say that last name again for me.
Gross.
Gross. And I think I've seen you before.
Yes, I just got my hair combed back, but I had to zoom back in because I was supposed to pay it on the 8th, and I miscounted my. I've been trying to zoom in and call, but I didn't get through. So I was trying today, and I miscounted my check, saying that I was supposed to get paid on the 8th, and I get paid on the 15th, and I had wanted to know, can I pay all into $380 on the 15th? Yeah.
So, Ms. Gross. Pertrice.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have, this is right.
Yeah, for Mr.
And then let's make sure he has all his tickets. That one there that you have. Yeah, let's pull up all his tickets. I'll tell you what I have.
Okay, Your Honor.
So, Mrs. Gross.
Yes.
There is, there are matters that you handle on 6/8/2021.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got some more matters.
Matters like what?
Don't look at it like you don't know. You got pulled over a week before that, I mean, a month before that on May 13th, 2021. Is that you? So those just entered into the system a month after you were heard on your first one. That's why we didn't see those matters, or else we would have encompassed the deal for all of those matters at one time.
That's why I was trying to ask. I knew I had one. I was trying to tell you that, but you kept. I'm like, I got another one, but I didn't know where my I didn't know where my ticket went, so I lost my ticket.
The only problem is that I wouldn't have been able to see that because you were here on June the 6th, June the 8th, and you entered into the deal, but and at that time it had never. That other stuff had never hit the computer because they just put this stuff in the computer on July the 7th, 2021. So it kind of, I don't know, you probably could have got a better deal than what you got based on, how, but the timing wasn't in your favor.
That's a birthday present right there, I guess.
Huh?
I said that's a birthday gift right there, I guess, huh?
No, that's not a birthday gift. That's not a gift at all. Because you got to take care of these other matters.
I will. That's what I'm saying. That's my birthday gift.
No. What a birthday gift is supposed to be something good, right? This isn't good. Let's see. We have a city attorney here. You can see, when is your birthday, ma'am?
Today.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, that's for Mr. Morgan, do you want him to take a look at the paperwork?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Depending on the,
Let me get
driving
this
course.
together. I was just printing out those ROAs
This young
for
lady.
Mrs. Patrice, and I'll explain to Mr. Morgan what we've been doing. But let's take care of Lyleton right quick, in that Mr. Lyleton, Mr. Lyleton has, and I'm just gonna sort this out so you don't have to sort it out yourself. Mr. Lyleton has 5 matters in front of us. Let me ask you this, ma'am, did you pay any other matters?
I was gonna pay $380 on 15 because I miscounted my check, thinking that was on the 8th, and then I had to look at it. I had looked at it like around the 6th, and I was trying to keep calling.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. Let me ask you this again. Did you pay anything on the matter?
No, I didn't have.
All right, that's just a no. I got you. I told you we'll give you some extra time to pay. We're not gonna worry about that. I just want to know where you are, and I understand you said you miscounted your check. So what I do appreciate is that I see you're taking it seriously. You zoom back in, and you're staying on top of the matter, and that's all that I ask. As for the money and for time to pay, we're gonna work it out. All right. All right, Mr. Okay, so I have, and I'm going to give this to you. Having a license suspended. 2014 matter.
Oh, yeah.
You said?
You want me to print something?
I can print it. I just want to make sure that we have all the stuff in front so we can get a good look at it. We'll print this last one out.
That's the big deal.
Okay, Mr. Lyleton. I see, what did we do? Did we have, on that day, we didn't dismiss any, you paid some civil infractions, sir?
I'm not that day. I don't think I paid anything.
It seems like you had improper lane use from a ticket that was had on March the 11th, 2021. And that's been paid. You paid that on May the 14th. It seems as though you had another noise ticket that had been paid on April 16, 2021. So you paid 2 civil infractions.
Yes, sir. I just thought about that's when I looked up on 36 district the tickets on 36 district, and those 2 tickets were there, and I did pay those.
Here's all his matters. And then be prepared to show that defensive driving course. I'm gonna give this to the city attorney. I'm gonna give the city attorney and Mrs. Perkins Moore an opportunity to speak, and I can put him in that room as well too. Once you get a look at that, Mr. Moore.
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna need him to send me the certificate, or have the Perkins Moore email the certificate to me, copy of it.
All right, let's see what
I don't have anything to email to him.
Not yet. He's gonna get it to you, hopefully. Let's see what Mrs. Gross. Here, I'm gonna give you Mrs. Gross's stuff as well too, so you can get 2 birds with 1 stone. Look at those 2 and see what we can do for her on her birthday today. She had, and just to give you an understanding of where she is, the last time she was in front of me, she pled to no ops ticket and a no ops ticket and an improper plate. And you heard since then, and here's what we try to do. We try to make it a one-stop shop for them. So we try the best we can encompass everything so you can just have one offer. They can take care of it, even though the tickets weren't. But in her case, unfortunately, when we made that offer, we didn't see that she had another, that she had 3 other tickets coming down the pipe. Now, so now, since that time, the other 3 tickets have hit the system. So she didn't have the benefit of getting afforded that one universal offer. So you understand what's going on with her, and I have printed out all 3 of her matters. These are the 2 that she pled to. Okay. These are the 3 that are pending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I'll take that.
And she wants you to know that it's her birthday.
Okay.
All right. And then Mr. Toddy, Mr. Grice, Pastor Toddy, I'm still waiting on
Okay, Your Honor, may I address the court? I just wanted to give you a heads up.
This is gonna be off the record because I don't have a court reporter, so.
Absolutely. Just wanted to, this is my summer program, and I have to teach our noon, it's about a 30-minute program where I have to go in and do a sermon and sing some songs for the kids. And that's starting at 11:40. And so hopefully they'll be on. I uploaded I sent a direct message to you with several, like 5 documents where Mr. Grice has been complying. And I guess, but we've been dealing with this since about 7:30 this morning. And if we need to come back, Mr. Grice is here and just trying to make sure that he doesn't have any problems. And
what are these documents you sent to me?
That is the victim impact training that he was but he was advised to go to. It was also his attendance from a copy of his driver's license, as well as the letter from Mr. Scott directing him what to do as early as 8:45 this morning. And he met all those criteria and conditions, along with the registration for the alcohol level 1 training, which is not scheduled until July 31st.
Okay, so based on that, you're telling me that he hasn't finished everything that he needs to do then, right?
Well, yeah, today was just a review.
Okay, so based on that, what we'll do is we'll once my clerk gets back, what I'll say to Mr. Grice is ahead of time is that when he completes the course and provides information, these documents need to go to the these documents need to go to Mrs. Green. And I don't know if you've submitted those documents to Mrs. Green, but she will review those documents. But he has one other step to do, so we'll give him another date to come back after he finishes that step anyway. So as soon as my court reporter comes back, then we will put this on the record. We'll give him another date. When can you say, what date is that, Mr. Grice?
The 31st of July is when he's scheduled for that class.
The 31st of July, so that's the end of this month. And when would you like to come back?
Let's say that first week in August will be good. We can get to the first week of August. We're up to you. It's up to you.
What day in August can you give Mr. Gray?
Let's see.
On the third, the second.
August the 3rd, write that down. We'll put it on the record as soon as they come back, but we'll get that understanding and we'll get going.
Okay, Your Honor, there's an election date in there. He works the election polls here at the church. There's an election.
That's August 3rd.
Yeah, that's that first Tuesday in August is election day.
Let me do it August 2nd.
Second is really
It's that Monday.
August the 4th. It doesn't matter. You should choose the date. I don't.
The first Tuesday, third. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
I need to know how to do it.
Oh, okay. Just put your card, under calendar CAL, your card number, and then the dates. So I can.
I just got some.
The 4th is a good day, Your Honor.
Huh?
The 4th is a good day.
The 4th, put down August 4th, and we'll put it on the record as soon as the court reporter comes back.
Okay, that'll be good.
It should be very shortly.
Okay, that'll be good. And Your Honor, just for clarification, Lisa Green and I work on other cases. She's not handling this one. And so I'll just try to hunt down Mr. Scott's email that kind of filters emails at probation. I could send all this proof over there.
Can you give Mr. Scott's email to him?
Yes. Just
I'm ready.
Just one moment, please. Thank you. I just have to see if I can use
I gave that, I talked to Mr. Gomez, and we have.
No, we finished Gomez. No, there was another one you
There
just
was
said.
another one, that would be, Lyles. Is that, you have that?
No, this is all,
Lyles.
Okay, if you're ready, I can give you his email address.
I'm ready for you.
Okay, it's Kenneth, Kenneth,
Oh, I got it.
dot SCIOTTI
SCIOTTI
at 36thdistrictcourt.org.
at 36th District.
Yes, please put the TH in there, otherwise he won't get the email.
Yeah. ORG. Okay, I just want to verify. Is that Scotty? SCIOTT?
I.
Is dot S as in Sam, C Charlie, I. And go I at 36thdistrictcourt.org.
You've been cutting in and out, I'm so sorry. Can you repeat the last name spelling?
Kenneth dot S Charlie, S Sam, C Charlie, I information, O Oscar, T Tango, I at 36thdistrictcourt.org.
Yes.
Okay.
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 Say that again, Pastor.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat right here.
I guess we can.
Or you can put it in the chat and I'll see it. AENNEEETH dot IOTTI.
So just write it down for now.
Okay.
Okay, is that the correct one? I just put it in the chat.
KENNETH Yes, that's it.
That's the correct one? All right, perfect. Okay, we'll just wait for your clerk to come back and we'll hang
All
tight
right,
here.
we're ready to go. We're recalling case of, whenever you're ready, madam. We're recalling the case of Wayne Grice. Mr. Grice, I appreciate your patience. Your pastor has iterated to me that you are, have another step to close this matter out and completing the, or potentially closing this matter out, in completing the, one of the courses that you were ordered to take. From my understanding, that course is supposed to be taken on July the 31st. We've set another review date in this matter for August the 4th, and at 8:30 a.m. And we will review that matter again at that time, at 8:30 a.m. If there's no further questions, Mr. Grice and Pastor Toddy, I appreciate your patience. You can, if there's no further questions, we'll expect you back on August the 4th at 8:30 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so we're all set, right?
Okay, so the offer today, Mrs. Gross, is to plead to one count, to the civil infraction here and dismiss the other two counts. What is that civil infraction? That civil infraction is to the disregarding a traffic control device under blocking traffic. Now, my courtroom prosecutor is very, very generous today. So what that will do is that will add another $175 to your fines and costs, but that is a ticket that will not abstract to the Secretary of State. It carries no points, and it's just a fine. Once you pay it, then it's closed out. I'll dismiss the other two matters, and then that will take care of everything. Not unless you got some more tickets and it hasn't plugged up to the system since then. But you keep driving, ma'am. And
I ain't driving, so I know they got. I'm done driving.
You're running red lights and stuff. That's gonna really get you caught. I don't know why y'all do it.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna use it at the time.
Well, she has paid. She has to pay. So what we'll do, I'm assuming that you're zooming in.
No, but can I pay? Excuse me. Can I pay $380, right, and then pay the other $100 in July? This one be July the 30th. I get another check on July the 30th. And can I pay the $145 with that one? And then I did.
Why do we have a show call? We have a show call in here. You said you were gonna pay
$380 on the 15th.
On the 15th, you said you were gonna pay it up last month, right?
No, this month of July the 15th, I'll be paying y'all $380 that I had owed you on July the 8th. But I miscalculated my check and told y'all in June that I get paid on the 8th. And
Okay, but I'm showing here that you're at 6/22. You're scheduled for a show cause hearing, and based on that, where's Attorney Perkins Moore? Where did she go? Mr. Moore?
I don't know. Disappeared.
So, all right, let's do this. All right, you want to take this offer that's being availed to you today, clear up those other 3 matters?
Yes.
Mrs. Gross,
Mhm.
you do? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Mrs. Gross, do you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
I didn't call her. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Patrice Maria Gross, or is it Marie? Marie Gross. Case numbers SP 1199607, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1196451. Also, SP 1138099, counts 1 and counts 2. Ms. Gross, there's been an offer availed to you to plead to the amended count of blocking traffic for failure to stop at a red light or failure or disregarding a traffic control device, as I've written. And the other 2 matters will be dismissed. That is a responsible plea. That is a $175 fine. And so it's my understanding that you want to take care of those matters, that you want to plead responsible to those 2 matters?
Yes.
Okay. Mrs. Gross, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, Mrs. Gross, do you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to the trial?
Yes.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what's stated in the record?
No.
I didn't hear you.
No.
All right. Mrs. Gross, I want to draw your attention back to May the 13th, 2021 at 2:12 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Chicago Boulevard and the Lodge. Did you have an occasion on that date to be stopped by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And on that date, were you stopped because you either ran a red light or disregarded a traffic control device?
Yes.
What did you do, Ms. Gross?
I passed the stop sign. Basically, that is a red light. I'm supposed to stop. It coming off the freeway, you're supposed to stop.
And you didn't stop, did you?
No.
Okay. I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of blocking traffic. I'm going to accept your responsible plea to that. I'm going to fine you $175, and I'm going to dismiss the other 2 matters. Mrs. Gross, how much time do you need to pay? Now, we're going to deal with all of these matters at one time, and I'm going to have my clerk enter this in all at one time so there's no confusion.
I can't pay it only one time. I ain't gonna lie, I'm 15 because I still have to pay my rent. I was giving y'all half and giving them half. I just only gave them.
Let's not, we're not gonna get into what you gotta do. We're just gonna put a date on it. And I'm gonna give you the date that you choose that you'll have it paid. That's all it is to it. If it's a month, if it's 2 months, if it's 3 months, let me know. What is it?
No, it can be, I can 15th and I give it on another 2 weeks. 2 weeks after that, it'd be the 30th. I get paid every 2 weeks. So on the 15th and after 2 weeks after that, or pay August the 1st. I don't know how it goes, but I know that I'll be getting a check probably around the 1st of August. And I can't say that then because every 2 weeks. And so around the 1st or something, so I can pay for that, the last check, last one I got. So I was giving y'all $380 on the 15th, then give you the other $175, you said, for the next one. To break it down.
So let me say this, just pay by September 10th.
That's fine.
All right. That's gonna give you enough time to do what you gotta do and break your stuff down like you need to break it down, right?
Thank you. Mhm.
All right. Based on that, if you don't have any further questions, we're gonna enter all of her payments to be paid by September 10th. If you don't have any further questions, then if you don't get paid by September 10th, Ms. Gross, then you're gonna need to zoom back in because it's just gonna do nothing but add penalties and interest onto that. So I would suggest you do that and you won't get cleared. Say that again.
My last ticket is how much again, so I can know exactly? Said
$175 plus the $380 that you already owe.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Thank you.
You're very much welcome. Thank you for zooming in. Have a great day. I don't know what happened to this.
I was thinking about it. If she had the ability to go to the breakout room, maybe that's where she is.
She's not in there. She's gone.
Oh, I was gonna say with Gary Carlton. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'll zoom in. I have his file. And this file is kind of tough. I think you looked at it.
All right. Well, did you talk to Mr. Lyleton or not yet?
Oh, I haven't talked
You haven't talked to anybody yet?
No, I haven't talked. I went through his file.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you a chance to speak to the city attorney, and I'm going to I've got hopefully her zooming back in.
I'll zoom in and then if I go to the breakout, I'll just wait and I'll be able.
Oh, I think because she didn't see anybody else on the docket. Oh, Mr. Lyleton wasn't on the docket today.
I don't know.
Let me call Roberta to see if she can contact Ms.
I just text her.
I'll zoom in. I'll be at the desk working.
All right, zoom in for me as soon as you can, please.
Okay, right away.
Towards me, besides calling me out of my name and, saying little things that go on in the house. Not towards me, but towards other people within the house.
In your house with him?
No, in the house that I'm living at right now with my brother.
Okay. Okay, So. Okay, Ms. Markowitz, do you want to respond? Do you want your client to respond?
I mean, he can respond, I suppose, but what I would say is, I do not believe he was ever arrested for domestic violence. If he put a gun to her, I would expect the police would have come and would have arrested him for that type of behavior. If he would have beat her up, pulled her in a car, bit her face and scratched her, I would think there would have been some witness on the road or somebody who would have called the police based on that. I just think these allegations are absolutely wild. And I think she's trying to come up with a reason why he shouldn't have normal parenting time. They live together.
All right, Your Honor. Oh, here we go.
And that they're gonna have to learn to work together. They may not be a great married couple, but I'm hoping that they'll both be good parents.
Can you hear me?
I'm not convinced that, I mean, I don't know how many bedrooms there are, but it sounds like there's a big
Can you hear me?
covered home, and I don't know where everybody is.
Oh, I can hear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was muted. So to give you an update of what's going on, I told Mr. Lyleton, he took a Michigan defensive driving course. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matters today. Well, no, strike that. Yeah. Let's put it correct. This is the city of Detroit versus Derek D'Artez Lyleton. Case numbers SP11445661.
All right,
Case
now,
numbers SP117745 counts 1 and counts 2, and SP11915791. Mr. Lyleton has a reckless driving, a 16 to 20 over, a driving while license suspended, repeat offender, and another driving while license suspended. He has taken the defensive driving course, and I was going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Morgan, and if Mr. Lyleton, if you want Mr. Lyleton to be in that breakout room as well, I was going to put you guys in the breakout room because there's no offer in the file. But he says that he's completed the defensive driving course. Let me know if you want Mr. Lyleton in there. Pardon me?
Then I'll do the show process after the meeting. It might be something that's already come.
Okay. This one
I
here.
don't mix them all up.
Here, I'll just sign it anyway.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes. Yeah, we're trying to get there talking about your offer. We haven't forgot about you. You're not driving, are you? Oh, this is Mardell Lewis?
Yes, I'm Mardell Lewis.
What's going on, Mr.
I came to court the other day. You told me to pay some money. I've been pinning that code you gave me online to play. It's nothing coming up.
Mr. Lewis, there's all kind of stuff coming up.
I know. Look, I came to court. You told me to pay this $250, and something supposed to happen. My total was gonna be $960.
Yeah, Mr. Lewis, you got any number of things to pay.
So what do I pay first?
Well, you said you wanted to pay the $960. When did you say you were going to pay that by?
I remember you. I gave. Let me see. 1, 2. You told me I could get it. I got until before the. I got it wrote down. Before the 11th. You said before. Where you at? Before something.
You got my number?
No. Yana,
Why is it a show order to pay, or you are ordered to show why is it scheduled for a show cause? He fled.
You wanted me to pay it by gave me to September 6th.
Mardell, go ahead. Okay. If you got a second, I don't mean
No, I can look it up.
Mardell Lewis, Mardell Lewis, Lewis. All right, what have you come to? Mrs. Perkins Moore is still in that room for Mr. Miles. We're looking it up right now, Mr. Lewis. Just give me a second. I got your information here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Your Honor. I haven't received any verification from Mr. Mileton yet, and
Mr. Mileton,
I'm just going to bring an offer back over, and I got some other matters I need to attend to. So
you got the verification of that class you're supposed to take?
Yes, sir. I have the picture. I have the picture right here.
Let Mr. Morgan see that.
well, I'm going to need him to email that. I'm actually going to need a copy of that.
Email that, Mr. Lawson.
Yes, give me 1 second.
Put that email in this chat for him, Mr. Morgan.
I did. I just did.
Where would the chat be? Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
You want me to get all the other things?
Not really. What I'm gonna do for him, Mr.
Oh, he's got one more to pay.
Yeah, show me all the three he's got to pay.
He's
Does it
got
have the
four.
date in there where I told him to pay by?
It says 9/7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he needs the information to pay it. And what we're gonna do, if I see Mr. Lewis is, trying to get up on his game, so we'll see if we can afford him the opportunity to waive some of his fines and costs as well. So so what do you need today, Mr. Lewis?
I need the account to pay that $250. You said
You just gonna pay one, you just gonna pay one today?
Yeah, I was gonna try to pay one a day.
All right, let's see which one he should pay. He probably should pay,
Anything that says 285, but I don't see it.
this disorderly conduct right quick. For that matter, I imagine that may have been taken under, I don't know. That's taken under a delay.
No contest.
To the disorderly conduct. And is that under,
Nope, not.
I wonder why that wouldn't be under delay.
And it's just the same 9/7 to pay.
Okay, let's get him something closer to his driver record. Let's get a failure to display. Let's get this, write this number down, Mr. Lewis.
Yes, sir. I'm ready. When you ready.
SP 113-72651.
SP 11372651.
Correct. Where is it?
You mean as far as the ROA that I did?
No, I have the ROA. SP, okay, SP 113-72651. Pay that one first. That's That's $240. Look here, Mr. Lewis, what I'm gonna do for you, I'm gonna help you out as best I can in your quest to get this driver's license.
Yes.
You're not helping me though, because you're sitting in the driver's seat now.
I'm on my lunch break. I just came. I'm at work. I'm on my lunch break.
I know, but you are sitting in the driver's seat.
I'm
So
trying
that
to
means
get the money so I can pay you. I'm trying to get
That
the
means,
money so I
but
can pay
listen,
you.
listen, let me give you some advice. Don't zoom in the court from the driver's seat the next time you zoom in. At the very least, get to the passenger seat, okay?
Yes, yes.
That's one thing I'm gonna ask you to do. Secondly, I told you I'm gonna help you out when you help yourself. You're doing that. When you get these other things paid off, you got a lot of stuff you're gonna have to pay. And what I'm gonna do is, when you start making some headway, you can zoom in each time. I can give you another case number to pay, or let me give you another case number right now.
Okay.
Let's go with SP 11356231.
SP 11356231.
And then let's go with SP 11356233.
SP 356233.
That's that's $720. I'm not saying you got till what, September the 7th before those things are going to hit late fees. But
okay,
show me that you're doing something. You're going to pay the $240 today.
Yeah.
And then give me another 2 of those paid. Then zoom back in, and we'll chip away at this. So what I'll do is, when you get ready to start paying this other stuff, I'll be willing to knock this stuff down to try to get you back to the original cost of the ticket, because a lot of this other stuff has been gone into default, and it's been adding late penalties and all that stuff. If you're gonna help yourself, I'll help you out, and we'll discuss that when you get some of this other stuff paid.
Yes, I'm gonna get this stuff. I'm about to get it all paid up. I'm gonna be zooming in to you about 2 more weeks.
Hey, you're more than welcome. I appreciate it. I appreciate you zooming in. But listen, I'm gonna say don't drive anymore. I don't know what you're gonna do, but at the very least, don't zoom in from the driver's seat of the car.
Yes, sir, Honor.
Because I'm just gonna take it as this today, that's not your car. You just borrowing somebody's car so you can have some privacy to zoom in, and that's what I'm gonna leave it at. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Lewis.
Honor.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. All right. Mrs. Perkins Moore is still not on the line. What's the deal? What's the offer? You're on mute, sir. You're on mute, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, don't mind.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I did not receive any proof of the course, and have not talked to Mr. Lyleton. Also,
I sent it over to you, and I sent it in the chat that I sent it over to you from my email, littletond@yahoo.com.
okay, you might have to check the email address.
Okay.
You said it from Littleton D
@yahoo.com. Yes, sir. Give me 1
Littleton
second to make
D.
sure I get the correct email.
Let me just send an email. LittletonD@yahoo.com. Let's see.
Can you tell she's taking these courses yet?
Oh, yeah, he just dropped this off. Let me just.
There we go.
Brittany Wilson.
We're on the record with
So he still had me in the breakout room. He said he's waiting on documents, and he never got the documents.
He's trying to get those to him right now. Mr. Lyleton said he sent them to him. I don't know if they're having difficulty with the transmission of them, or if there's problems with the wrong. Mr. Lyleton got the email address or whatever, but he says he has them.
Okay.
I guess we can clear things. Where she keeps going. I guess we can get things moving if you have an offer. If he has those documents, we can get a understanding of what.
I guess I'll let you. Well, I was going to talk to him in the breakout room.
Okay.
See what we learned from the course, but the Secretary of State, his Secretary of State record has some challenging information on it, as well as the charges that are up in front of us today. They're quite challenging charges, or very concerning, I would say. So
I would agree. I mean, I saw a record was driving, so that's the biggest thing, and I think the speeding ticket in the excess of 26 to 30, I think that's what he was written for. Oh, 16 to 20, which is not, super bad, but I don't know if that was on the top street or not. But at the end of the day, he has taken a big step in the driving course. I'm gonna put you all in the breakout room to discuss the matter. Mrs. Perkins Moore seems like she's in there waiting. And you can rejoin that room, and Mr. Lyleton, you can join that room as well, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else we need?
Okay, this is just the update, and Mr.
So,
Jonas.
yeah, all I want to know was did she take you already?
Yeah.
She completed, she paid, completed. All right. So I'll sign this.
Okay.
Dated 7/12/2020. Okay, now leave both of these here.
Okay.
That's the owner, that's that.
Okay.
Morgan is a little more fair, a little more lenient than Mr. Goss is.
Oh, no, they just, sometimes they don't put all the dates here. They removed all the rest of them, they forgot to remove this one, so I'll just reschedule it.
Who's that that didn't do it?
Oh, I gotta look at her code. What? Am I telling her?
I want you
I know it's a common mistake, because sometimes it happens, I just don't want.
everyone I've seen has that scheduled show cause date or something on there as well.
Yeah,
So that shouldn't be on there, right?
I shouldn't put a warrant out on this, because this one had a show cause on it, but yeah, I gotta figure this out, it's kind of confusing.
It's just important that, I realize how much you are doing behind there, because it's so important that stuff is entered in properly.
Right.
If we're representing them, we're gonna do something,
Mhm.
and if it doesn't come out that way, then all of us are, including me.
Oh, yeah, that's why I try to catch it, you know what I mean? I want to always go over these warrants and show causes to make sure.
So who's that?
Let's see, 033, I can find out. Let's see. 4. What I say, 032?
033.
033. Latifah was in there, Miss Hunter? Let me see. So it was 033, that's Miss Hunter, and then 032, that's Miss Mack. Yeah, I think that's more like her, Miss Mack, 032.
All
I'll
right.
just change it.
That's all right. We're back. What was the discussion? Mr. Morgan, is there going to be a resolution?
Not sure. I'm going to bring the file back and
He doesn't want to plead to drag racing.
so I'm going to bring the file back and then.
Okay, I'm on another court. I'll call you back.
What do we have? Okay, so where are we at? I guess he mentioned that he's going to bring the file in here. I guess there's no resolution right now. So where are we going to go with this, Mrs. Perkins Moore?
Your Honor, I think at this point in time, because the client does not want to take the offer to plead to a drag racing, and we just asked that I guess the court could either schedule it for another, well, I guess not a pretrial, maybe for a bench trial.
See, this is why.
Because he's indicating that he did not, he said he's not taking that offer, so.
I understand, but this is why I don't, I've told them that Mr. Goss, I understand why he wants the people to take the defensive driving course, but the defendant should know what his expectations are gonna be. What I'm gonna do,
Your Honor,
Mr. Lyleton, turn your video off so that, if you turn your video off so that you can come through a little clearer.
Yes, I said the last time we had talked when I had to complete the you told me that everything would be dismissed. The only new charge was the reckless driving charge. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're not coming through clear enough. All right, so let's look at what we have here. We have the speeding ticket that was got on March the 20th, 2021. And then we have the reckless driving ticket that was had on 4/23/2021. I guess we didn't know about that reckless driving when you were here the last time.
Yes, I didn't. I knew that I got the ticket, but I didn't.
Yeah, but it never entered into the system. So here's the deal. Here's your problem. And the reckless driving is a 6-point offense. That wasn't the only reason that they were asking you to take the defensive driving course was because of the excessive speed of 16 to 20 over. And then you come back and you get a reckless driving, which is probably, on the level of driving offenses, is very high. The only thing that you can get more than that is you injure somebody or kill somebody. Am I right, Mr. Perkins Moore?
Right. I mean, that's true, but I never did no reckless driving. They just wrote that on my ticket.
See, that's what he's saying. He's saying he's not guilty. He said he never was drag racing or did any reckless driving.
Well, see, I don't know that, and that's what the trial date is going to be for, so that the officer will have to come in and prove you guilty of that. What I would like to do. What is drag racing? How many points is that?
My car is actually took it right now for being somewhere where drag racing is taking place at. So it's a lot going on with this.
So I don't see that ticket in front of me at all.
Yeah, I'm going down there today. I've been trying to get in touch with them for a month. They had my car since June 22nd. My birthday is this Thursday. They had my car since June 22nd of 2021. So I'm going there today to speak with them. And I've been trying to get in touch. My lawyer's been trying to get in touch. Nobody got back in touch with us.
All right, that's not going to be before me. That's something that you may want to hire Ms. Perkins Moore for. I don't know. But what I'm trying to deal with right now is you have a driving while license suspended. You have 2 driving while license suspended.
We talked about that. My license was never suspended. And you said that I was correct. Remember we talked about that. My license was never suspended. That's why you said.
So over here in front of is your really and I'll look at the thing. Okay, what I want to do is I want to have Mr. Goss back here so that he can recall this matter and we can draw the attention to it, because what I'm going to do, Mr. Lyleton, is I'm going to honor whatever agreement that you got into before you got the
reckless driving.
Because that's the agreement that we entered into. Yes, I don't have it written down what that agreement is, but based on what you're telling me, it sounds plausible. But you're still gonna have to deal with the reckless driving.
Okay.
What's gonna happen is that it's probably best, you seem to be able to want to provide a defense to reckless driving. And that, I'm not sure whether that's gonna be on whether you want to do. So.
That's the same as what I have now.
Yeah, it's the same, so we have one sheet of everything, that's everything he's got.
Yeah, this is just a duplicate. That's
No, I know, I'm just
Okay.
making sure that's
Oh, yeah.
everything
Yeah,
that
he
he's got. Because he's talked about drag racing too, and I guess instead of the drag racing, they wrote him for reckless driving.
Right.
If he's observing if he's observing drag racing, then that couldn't be reckless driving.
Yeah. Just
All right, that's it, we can put all that in the file. So what I'm gonna do is let's schedule a pre-trial date in this matter for Wednesday. Let's schedule a pre-trial date for this matter on Wednesday. That way, Mr. Goss will be back here, because he won't be back tomorrow. I want to get it over sooner rather than later. He won't be back tomorrow. It'll still be fresh in my mind. Unfortunately, we won't have Mrs. Perkins Moore, but we will have Mr. Glenn here, who's very good himself. And we can go over this offer and whatever else that you, as it relates to the reckless driving as well. So like I said, I want to be able to enter into the agreement that you entered into initially. That's why I don't like to not have these offers of taking this class. This is why it's so important.
Yeah, you were going to dismiss them that day, but you said that the class was taken care of first, and then it'll be dismissed.
(11/19/2020). You didn't have a license back on the first driving while license suspended that you got.
Yes, and that's when I talked to Judge Langston. She told me that I would need to come back with my driver's license, and if not, I would be jailed for 30 days in Wayne County Jail. I came back with my driver's license. That should have been dismissed.
You got a restricted license now, right?
Yes, sir.
And that reckless driving is definitely gonna affect that restricted driving.
Exactly, and that's basically what I'm talking about now. I already have a certain amount of points. I've been to Secretary of State and talked to them. Then I came back to talk to you guys. I took the class, and then this popped up.
All right, so let's have you back on pre-trial on is Wednesday good? It'll be good.
Oh, just one more, okay.
So that you can hurry up. I guess it doesn't matter because you have a restricted driver's license now. So we'll just get it back in here sooner than later. So July 14th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. I'm gonna hold another pre-trial. We're gonna have Mr. Goss in here, who was the one that initially dealt with it. I do have that other offer in there, Mr. Morgan, and Mrs. Perkins Moore. I appreciate that. And if we need to set a trial on that date for the other matter, we will set a trial on that date. If we can find a resolution, we'll we'll resolve it on that map, on that day. But you put yourself in a bad predicament here, Mr. Loudon, even if that is honored, about the first matter, getting that licensed and you know something, let me just say this, I don't know what you were doing out there. I don't know whether you were observing drag racing. I don't know whether you were reckless driving. I don't know whether you were drag racing yourself, but you're already on a restricted license. I guarantee you that restricted license has nothing to do with you being able to sit out and watch them drag race. If that's what was actually going on. I don't know what was actually going on, but these things are very, very strict in their restrictions. And you know what they are because they sent you some mail in that regard. Whether you read it or not, you should know, you should have that information. So that's all I'll say to that.
So there would be nothing being dismissed. All these matters will be taken to trial.
No, I didn't say that. I'm gonna get you, what did I say? You entered into an agreement with the city attorney to take this class. And I'm gonna make sure that agreement is being honored, whatever that is. I hear your representation of what the agreement was. And like I said it sounds plausible because you only really had the speeding ticket and the two, whatchamacallit tickets, and I see you did what you said you were gonna do, and what Judge Langston had asked you to do. But the whole thing about it was that it was not contemplated at that time that you would pick up a reckless driving charge. So what I'll say is we'll deal with it on Wednesday. Okay? So we'll zoom back in then on Wednesday at 8:30, and then we'll hold your file, and Mr. Goss, the one that you entered into the agreement with, he'll be here.
Okay.
All right, very well. Thank you, Ms. Perkins Moore, for that extra work that we had you do. That wasn't on the document.
What time would I need to be zooming in Wednesday?
8:30.
All right.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lawson. If no further questions, you're free to leave. Thank you, Mrs. Perkins Moore, and thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I just
Yes.
realized that you a lefty.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's why I knew I liked you for some reason. Now I know why. Okay.
There it is. Well, I hope there's other reasons too. I like you more than just being a lefty.
That just added to it. Okay.
There you go.
Goodbye.
I'll talk to you. All right, Mr. Morgan. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor, and congratulations.
Thank you again. I'll see you later.